Not for me. It just popped up.
It look like it's regular now.
Appears to be.
Not for me.
Hey, it's regular.
Yeah, it's regular. Alright. Q said we good. What's up, Q?
What's up, Q? Right on, everybody. We had some technical difficulties. For some reason, the video was playing dumbass fast. But now I think we back to normal.
What if it was just gonna regulate in the middle of it anyway?
Can you pull it over the TV, Jose? All right, right on, Q. For sure. Appreciate you, big dog. If you got a Twitch, we are now officially streaming on Twitch as well. Last week we tried Instagram. This week we are trying Twitch to see how it work out. I think we had a little bit more traction. Let me see. We had a little bit more traction, but I want to see how crazy it can get if we go on Twitch too. He says like an echo on the mic. How about now? Oh, I wonder if the
Get the vocals.
No, it sounds cool. I'm listening to it on. I wonder if it's. Let me see. It still sound like that, Q? Let me know. We got a good show tonight, though.
It was like a baby echo I heard.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Levels look cool for me.
All right, we'll let it rock for now. And
it was like a baby echo, like it's being played somewhere else. It's weird. Like it's picking up. It's playing to your.
Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay. It might have been picking up my headphone. I'm tripping. Yeah. All right. Right on, everybody.
Hey man, you know what I'm saying?
He's just all like the computer loved it. Let me know now, Q. I think okay, for sure. I had to it was playing through the Twitch on my headphone. My bad. But yeah, what's good, everybody? I know the deal. We gotta let everybody know that we live. We got a crazy show tonight. We gonna be covering. We talking about Shannon Sharpe. You know what I'm saying? He viral right now. Of course, hopefully everybody saw Sinners. We got to get into some slight spoilers because it's super viral right now. They dropped the Predators Badlands trailer. Hey man, we'll get into the playoffs too. It's some shit going down. Yeah, we good, Hess. We good. Hess, hopefully you seen Sinners, bro. Cause we got to get into some spoiler conversation with that.
Better have Hess.
Yeah, we seen. They made a movie about you.
Come on, Hess. You had to have seen Sinners, bro. What up, Cheeto? But yeah, let me see. Real quick, JJ dug out on the house. Slight clap. Al Banga is back from his Arizona adventures.
In the building with a feeling, Alonzo back to Alhambra.
Alonzo Mourning.
Al Horford.
We got Stacks, Tony Starks in the building, baby. Come on, man. You know we got Bryce Wayne in here. I got some interesting news too, man. I got some good news for the pod, man. Something real cool happened today. Hess, man. Well, we're gonna do slight spoilers, and when we do the slight spoilers, just leave and come back.
No, just turn it down. You know what I'm saying? And we'll give you a cue. Give you a thumbs up.
All right.
I know what she said.
Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button for us, man. Hit that like button. All right. Yeah, y'all know the deal. We're gonna give it a little bit more time to let a little bit more people get in here. We still posting, letting everybody know that we live.
Hey, welcome back, welcome in. All the newcomers, like, comment, subscribe if you're feeling what you're feeling what you're hearing and seeing.
Uh oh.
And it's really real.
What's this guy's deal?
Bars.
It's really real.
Bars.
You know what I'm saying?
All right,
real squad.
For sure. Let me
back
see.
in the building.
All I gotta do is let me just post this up real quick.
Wow.
They said it's playoff time.
Everybody had a good week?
More like layoff time.
Birthday week.
Come on.
Uh-oh. Talk to me now. What you got planned?
Going to Santa Barbara this weekend.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's what's up.
Little getaway.
What's out there? Just
Food, chilling.
Something
Got a
different.
little spot by the beach.
okay.
Right
Little
near the
ocean,
beach.
oceanfront balcony view. You know,
Just
chilling.
toes in the sand.
A little bit,
Okay.
a little wiggle.
A
You
little
know,
relaxation.
All right.
gonna take the little one to the zoo down there.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's some chill family shit.
That's what's up. Hey man, that's what it's all about.
Shaquille O'Neal, BoJack gear.
Ain't nothing like it, baby. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Get older, you get wise.
That's all it is, man. That's all. That's what it's all about. You know.
Yeah.
Knees start cracking a little.
Here you go.
This is where it goes. This is when it comes. 34. I'm 34 now.
Hey
I'm
man,
gonna be 35 this year, November.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be like 32. I think I'm turning 32.
shit,
What?
shit.
I'm turning 32, bruh.
I think, oh,
He wanted him to be lying about his age. Probably was doing that shit at Coachella. What's going on here?
Damn, Q, you in high school, so it's all right, bro. I understand.
At Coachella, trying to Bluetooth in his ear.
Hey, but Q, when you do go see it, you're gonna have to come back to the stream. I mean, obviously rewatch, but you gonna have to leave your comments, bro, because it's crazy. But unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to get into that first because I got some news surrounding that or whatever. I want to get that out of there, and right after that, we're gonna go into the Predators Badlands, and then we're gonna get into the Shannon Sharpe shit. But off the top, off the back, what my man Fo Extra say, Sinners, spoiler talk. Al seen it twice. Stack seen it yesterday. I seen it last Thursday. I was able to see it in IMAX 70mm. As some of y'all know, I did drop a review for the movie, so that's up and that's out if you want to check out the official review. This is just spoiler talk though. Real quick though, I gave it. My rating was I gave it the real deal dopeness. Y'all wasn't able to give it a rating. Y'all didn't get to have y'all review out there. So, Al, what you think about the movie?
same. 10. Real deal dopeness.
Gave it a 10?
10.
Oh, well, you seen it twice, so I could have assumed that.
I seen it twice, and on the second watch, it was even better.
That's crazy. Yeah, knowing some of the stuff that you knew. Okay, yeah, I figured.
It was way better.
Come back in like 30 minutes, Q.
Yeah, come back in 30 minutes, bro. Like, cause, bro, wow, just visually, the writing, the acting. Like for me, like I've seen pretty much every Michael B. Jordan film. To me, this was his best work.
Agree. I think this was his best performance for sure. 100%.
Like the duality between the two characters, like because they twins, but like they were the same but different.
It wasn't like comical.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a drastic different. Like you get a high head and I'm not type shit. It was
Like a
still
tether?
like, huh?
It was like a tether situation.
No. It wasn't like nothing
so
supernatural. It was just
they
it was more realistic, like how twins
they were
would
actual
really be.
twins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
One was more. I best way I explain it. One was more business savvy, and the other one was just a little more street.
Yeah.
You could tell, like he's saying, it wasn't a total difference because they both moved the same. They both was in cahoots with each other, like they was on the same page.
I wouldn't even use more street. I would use more lively because like they both is dangerous as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Ain't one you ain't gonna get over on either one of them. One of them was a little bit more lenient.
One was more about the money, and the other one was more about having a little more fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So
That's what I mean by business savvy and a little more street. Because you know how it is when them two mix. It's like, bruh, come on, we got to get this. Come on, bruh, it's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Just chill.
Yeah.
But
know
they
what
both just as turned up pretty
Yeah,
much. But
yeah.
just
So I think
different personalities.
honestly, I think
Okay.
Smoke might have been a little bit more dangerous, and that's the one that's more calculated because
Yeah.
he went to war. He had a lot in his background,
Right.
and so it was something interesting. He killed their daddy. You know what I'm saying? He was beating up Stack as they were younger. He said Stack said he got their name is Smoke and Stack.
Okay.
The smoke
Stack
stack.
got
I
knocked.
gathered that.
The smoke stack twins.
Yeah, so Stack
Okay.
got knocked out. He said when he woke up, Smoke was already burying their daddy, like killed them for beating them up or whatever. So, but at the same time, they both got that energy, like because they have to keep up a reputation.
Yeah.
So if you cross either one of them, you gonna have to feel it some type of way because
But you could
they
tell,
name. You feel
you
me?
could tell Smoke was more of like the protector. He played because I remember one
He's
scene.
technically the oldest.
Yeah, he's technically the big brother. So
Yeah.
he played like he could tell Smoke was more like playing the big brother role. To whereas Stack,
Yeah.
he could be the little brother more loose. You feel me? Because he got his older brother protect him, even though they technically twins. So you know how that shit go. One get born first. You feel me? So like but just Michael B. Jordan playing both characters, it seemed like he was twins, bro. And like
really
the
bro.
chemistry,
it not seem like the same person.
Jose,
because
wait,
the chemistry he had with himself is crazy.
There was one shot where Stack had he got PTSD for being in the army, smoke. So he's shaking a lot often. So Stack rolled his cigarettes for him. So in the first scene, they standing side by side, Stack rolling up the cigarette for him. He handed it to him, then he reached over to light it. That scene alone took like 20 takes just for them, and they using these new cameras, and they do use stand-ins, but in order to get the shit perfectly right, like the cigarette, it's on a string, bro. Like to get the exact same movement every time, so it was seamless.
Okay.
But so first of all, seeing them together, it was crazy. I'm like,
my ass would be like,
no, there was no way. It was no way you could tell. There was no way you can tell. But to put the icing on the cake, within the first 5 minutes, you forgot it was one person playing two characters. That fast, bro. That fast. And you would think maybe like, these accents gonna come into play. Let's see, you know what I'm saying? But nah, bro. He killed it. So I'm thinking that if this would have came out a little earlier at a different time during Oscar time,
he would have got.
It damn near would have swept.
He killed it.
I think it would have did some numbers, bro, because it's crazy.
This was hands down my favorite performance from Michael B. Jordan. And fun fact, I mean, it's not really a fun fact, but bro, the other main character, the dude that played Preacher Boy Sammy,
his name is
film ever, bro.
So he was on tour with her.
Yeah, he's on tour with her, and she got a call from somebody, and then they was like, I guess they heard him sing, and then he got the role off of that. He went to go audition.
Miles Caton.
And this is his first, just anything.
Yeah, but it's crazy.
You can't even tell,
he was a standout. He was for sure a standout.
That's how you know when you have a good director, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
He took a regular nigga off the street and made this nigga into like a great actor. Like, because I couldn't tell that was his first role.
Yeah, no, me either.
When I figured that shit out, I was like, that's crazy. Like,
how do you feel about the scene? So, mind you, hello, this is random, but after the movie was over, I went down to go get something to eat, and SZA's boyfriend from the movie One of Them Days,
Joshua O'Neal,
he was down there, and he was by himself. I'm like, did I just see you in One of Them Days? He's like, yeah. What's up? I'm like, what's good? I'm like, you from Oakland? He's like, nah, I'm from Hayward. I'm from the Babe. I'm from Hayward. I'm like, okay. He's like, you just got out of Sinners? I'm like, yup. He's like, bro, what we thinking? How you feeling? I'm like, bro, that shit was fire. And he brought up the scene, like the iconic scene of them being in the juke joint, and Preacher Boy started playing the blues. And the camera starts to pan around because the whole theme of the movie is there's certain musicians out there that when they perform, they can bring the past, the present, and the future all together at once as far as the music. So the camera starts to pan around the juke joint, and you start seeing these African drummers come out of nowhere and just start dancing on the floor. And then you start panning to this side, you see like some type of funkadelic dude on the bass guitar, but it's in the future.
Though. It's all the same beat,
they're all playing with Sammy.
It was one of the greatest scenes I've ever seen.
Bruh, the LA niggas come in with the blue, the reds and crips, and doing like, you know, again, the girl, but it's all in perfect sequence, and it's going around this classic, 1932 bar or whatever club.
And us explaining it
don't do it no justice.
Bro, you have to see it,
bro.
Yeah, I can imagine.
This is like not even the middle of the movie. When I say I'm in awe, right? I'm like, oh my god, this is like this. It don't seem like on paper. It's not gonna work.
It's not supposed to work.
Yeah,
it's too many different genres coming together, and you as a producer will really appreciate that scene, bro, because it's so many different genres of music. They even had like an Asian like lady in there dancing.
Yeah, dancing. Yeah.
And they had African music. They had what seemed to be like a Boosie Collins type figure.
Yeah,
playing electric guitar.
Exactly.
And it's all to Preacher Boy's character. He's singing the blues and the juke joint, and it's just showing how music is our connection basically to the past and to the future.
Yeah,
you feel me? And then but it also shows, and that's when the vampires come.
Because it got power behind it. You know what I'm saying? Not only can it bring your ancestors together all in one place, but at the same time, it do attract a certain type of evil or whatever. You know, they say the blues is the devil's music or whatever. You know what I mean? But I was gonna say, right after that scene, people started clapping, bruh. And it threw me off because I'm like, I'm in it. I'm fully immersed right at this moment. I'm like, I'm not even thinking. I'm like, this is crazy. Yeah. And people I'm in an IMAX, bro. It's hell people clapping right now. I'm like, that's crazy. Like in the middle, like it wasn't nothing like, bro. I don't know. It was crazy.
My girl cried, bro.
That shit it was crazy because he metaphorically brought down the house and set the roof on fire because the roof started to be on fire and it started to pretty much burn the entire house down. So he brought the house down, right. And now you can see straight through the juke. You know, you're just looking at it from the outside. Yeah. Everything done burnt up and went away, but this is metaphorically. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, that's crazy. That how you, mind you, there is no mention of a vampire at all. It's like the first vampires. It's not really that big part of the beginning of the movie. I say about the good third of the movie don't got nothing to do with vampires.
Yeah, and I want to bring up a point. I actually got this from Bryce, but them trailers be fucking y'all up, bro. Because the trailers the trailers are meant to attract you to the movie, so it's gonna attract niggas vampires. Yeah. So you come into the movie thinking like this is a vampire movie, which it kind of is technically because there's a vampire element, but it's not a vampire movie.
It's not.
And so just come to it thinking that as a regular movie. You know what I mean? Just think of it as a regular movie, and you will be thoroughly impressed.
Well, I got you, Sandy.
But that's what happened with my lady. She hadn't seen not even the first trailer that dropped, so she came in completely blind. Like she heard and seen a clip that Michael B. Jordan was gonna be playing twins and that, but she had no idea. So when the vampire dude came in, she was like, "Did you know it was gonna be vampires in this?" I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You did?" Yeah. She was like, "No." So like she was sitting there like, she was like, and
so her experience was turned.
It was turned.
Yeah.
Like she said in the comments, that was literally one of the best scene to me. That was, and like Bryce is saying, it brought, like, he basically burnt the house down, but what made it so much cleaner, like he said, bro, the vampires were standing outside seeing basically the house burnt down. Like they were seeing it, they were visualizing,
they was like the audience almost.
Exactly. But they seen the same exact thing we was seeing, so they was sitting there like basically how we was, just like,
and they came there crazy for Preacher Boy. Yep. So like at the end of the day, we want you, bro, because if I get you and you play that music, you can bring some shit back for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he's like a conduit. You know what I'm saying? It was just like I said, but mind you, you got those certain scenes, but what else you gotta have? You gotta have a story. You gotta have cinematography. You gotta have timing, editing. Masterful, bro. And I'm waiting. I'm like, I'm not really waiting, but I'm like, is this about to be seamless?
Bro,
like
the humor, bro. It was
funny.
It was
Delroy Lindo was hilarious. Smoking Stack was hilarious.
I was just about to say Delroy, but you talk about how everybody clapped during that scene in your theater, bro. In my theater, everybody laughed. When they closed the door, he was like, "Y'all smell that?" Yeah. And when I say everybody in the theater started laughing, it was funny. That shit. And that was a serious part of the move. Like that was a serious part. Shit had just started getting real.
It broke the tension. It's like Bryce said, timing.
Yeah,
it wasn't over. It wasn't over. Just like a roller coaster, bro. Because like right after that scene, that everybody favorite scene where they was doing the mix of music and shit. They pan. It's like they have an overhead shot of the house, and then it pans down, and then the music changes to this like deep ass like rumble, and then they show the three vampires, bro, looking at it. This shit was crazy, bro. That scene, like, I was like, oh my god.
And I want to let me highlight, bro. I think his name is Rennick, the main vampire. So from the outside looking in, coming in, not knowing nothing, you just gonna think, oh, it's gonna be some racist white vampires. No. That's not the case. You feel me? He's not racist. You know what I'm saying? If anything, he's against that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
First of all, he's Irish. You know what I mean? And so they kind of got played in the way how we got played, but not so significantly. But that also, he touches on all type of real lore, all type of real history. He's bringing real history in and mixing it perfectly. And so this dude's perspective is like, look who you are, look where you living at. These people was gonna take everything from you. As a matter of fact, the dude that you bought this club from, he told you that the Klan don't exist because Smoking Stack bought it with straight cash, and then they like if any of your Klan members come over here trying to mess with us, we killing them. And the white dude's like, the Klan don't exist no more, y'all good. But he the Grand Wizard or whatever. And the only reason they found out about that because when the vampire first pop up on the scene, bro, this part is cold. He pop up on the scene, he's running from something, he's smoking, like he's like the sun is coming up, he's smoking, and he runs to this house, and a white lady comes to the door with a gun. He like, hey man, let me in. I'm getting chased right now or whatever. And then she's like, I don't know. Then like he peek in. This what I didn't peep at first. When he peep in, he sees a Ku Klux Klan robe. So he like, oh, so you one of them. He was like, as a matter of fact, it's Indians chasing me. You know what I'm saying? Which it was, but he wasn't playing on the fact that it was Indians still. He was trying to just let me in, you know what I'm saying? But he has to be invited in, you know what I'm saying? So once he saw that they was racist, he used that card. He was like, they trying to take some of my money from me. And she was like, as a matter of fact, I got this. And he showed 2 gold coins. She's like, oh yeah, you can come in or whatever. You know, first of all, you white and you got gold.
It was her and her husband.
Yeah, so her and her husband let him in. The Indian dudes get there. They like, hey, it's somebody running around here. He's very dangerous. Like, you know, we just trying to make sure. She like holding the gun up to them. Like, nah, get up out of here. It's bad. Like, clearly being racist to them. And they just trying to help. And they speak in their language like, hey, bro, the sun about to go down. We got to go.
We got to dip.
You got to dip.
Them niggas.
They bounced.
Them niggas didn't come back the rest of the
movie. It was over. You didn't see them again. They had bro on the run, but it was bad.
The whole movie is over one day.
Yeah. It's not over. Yeah.
So it makes sense why like
they don't come back.
Why they don't come back? Yeah. They like, nigga, it's getting dark. Like we gotta dip.
We did what we can. You know what I'm saying?
Some niggas on Instagram like saying like they wanted to explore the Native American lore and more.
I got you.
But it's like, for me, the vampire shit and that shit is all surface level. Like, they vampires, my nigga. All the regular rules apply. You don't have to go that deep into vampire lore or into even vampire hunter lore. We know what the vampire hunters do. We know what vampires do.
I thought it was pretty dope though, that seeing how like much into like lore and like how like kind of historical and how like mythological Indians can be. And how they were the ones, they was basically trying to tell her like that ain't no regular human up like
they was saying it without saying it.
Yeah, like
but at the same time you being hecka disrespectful, so I'm not gonna go out of my way to save you. I'm not gonna be like it's a vampire in there. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
She literally got a shotgun pointed at this
face,
nigga. So he like already kind of like not trying to say the wrong shit. Yeah. You feel me? And then if he just start wilding out, and then she even called for her husband, he like, bruh. Then, like Bryce said, they start speaking in their language. Like, bro, we gotta get out of here. Like,
And so the cold. Last point. So the cold part is obviously the vampire get inside. The Indians leave. She closed the door. She calling for her husband. He ain't answering. She like, hey, like they gone. Like it's good. And she walk in the room, bro, on the ground, bleeding out. The vampire sitting in the rocking chair, blood all like, oh, he'll be up in a second. You know what I'm saying? But mind you, when he bites you and drinks your blood, he knows all your memories. So at that point, he knew that the Ku Klux Klan was still around. Mm-hmm. So and he also knew that this member was under that Grand Wizard. So he knew
this is nephew.
Yeah. So he knew that in the morning the Grand Wizard was gonna come back and kill everybody in the juke joint. And so he pulled up to the club with that information, like, hey, and if I'm trying to keep it real with you. You can join us basically, you know what I'm saying? And you don't got to be oppressed. You're going to be unstoppable. You know what I mean? It's good. Like, we can roll on them. When we a family, we don't look at race. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's one in here. You feel me? And to top it all off, they was about to kill you. I know. I bit him. He was one of them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yep. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We was going to get you. Sorry. Mm-hmm. But like at that point, it was kind of crazy because it's like it's not even coming at you in a racist way. So he's so good at writing villains. Like how you got Killmonger, even with I think Michael B. Jordan might have did that with Jonathan Majors and Creed. But like I think he had help obviously with Ryan Coogler. Mm-hmm. But even with Namor in Black Panther 2.
Right.
He's always making these villains that have like some type of moral compass that is like, oh, you know what? I kind of can see where they coming from. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's not just straight up, I just want to drink your blood. You know what I'm saying? No, it's like reasons. Yeah, right, for sure. It's like
Irish people have a story like Bryce said, they was enslaved too. They got took over by the Roman Catholic.
Yeah,
you feel me? So he used a lot of that shit. Even in when at the final, like not the final scene, but when they was in the water and shit. Like Preacher Boy, obviously his dad, because the whole thing was his dad was like, bro, that shit is gonna bring the devil, right? So at the end,
they call him Preacher Boy because his dad's a pastor,
yeah.
Right? So at the end, when he starts reciting a prayer, right?
Preacher Boy trying to pray to save himself.
But this nigga, the vampire, knew the prayer. He was like, yeah, like I know that shit too.
He started repeating it. That shit got dumb scary. I'm like, oh shit,
it, right? Yeah, he's like, yeah, I know that shit too. The people who took my land, they taught us those prayers too.
That was fire.
He was like, the people that took my land taught us those prayers too.
I'm like, that's fire.
Why it did bring me comfort, it didn't save me. And it's not gonna save you.
That shit was clean, bro.
Bow, hit that nigga with the guitar.
the guitar had some silver on it. Yeah. So that, I mean.
It was very religious, spiritual. You feel me? It just like basically was like, bro, you got a choice, bro, because this nigga went through the most terrible night of his life. You feel me? He could have easily went back to the church, but you got to do what you love, my nigga. You feel me? He ended up choosing music still, even after he went through the music. Brought the most terrible night of his life, like the worst shit that could ever happen, nigga, because you love something and you still have to make the decision. You feel me? Whether
to pursue that
or to take the safe route. You feel me? Yeah. So that was,
and I think that's another good theme in the movie, and it's heavily in Ryan Coogler's life, because his uncle I think he ended up missing his uncle's funeral because I think he might have been working on Black Panther 2 or whatever, and his uncle was a big blues fan, and one of his favorite artists was Buddy Guy, and so at the very end of the movie, when Preacher Boy is grown up, it jumps from 1932 to 1992. He is being played by Buddy Guy. Okay. So he actually went and got the dude that his uncle loved, you know what I'm saying, to play that role or whatever, which was like dope. Bringing it all around. Yeah. And with me saying that, I was at the barbershop today. Me and Al got the same barber. Shout out Frank.
Big Frank.
And I'm getting cut, and obviously, you know, Fruitvale Station, Ryan Coogler shot a little bit of Fruitvale Station inside that barbershop, and he Frank and his barber or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So he grew up in the area, so Frank know him pretty well. So I'm talking to him about the movie without trying to spoil it because he didn't get to see it yet. And it's me, Frank, and I forget the other brother's name, the other barber, the dark skinned cat. Yeah. Right across. It's just us three in there. And so I'm talking to Frank about the movie or whatever. We talking for at least 20 minutes about the movie. Like, I'm just praising it. He was like, I actually really liked your review of it. I'm like, oh, for real? I'm like, yeah, I had to put it out as soon as I got home. He's like, yeah, I liked it so much. As a matter of fact, here, look, it was a paragraph, my review, and another paragraph, but he sent it to Ryan Coogler. Right? So I'm like, Frank, for real, bro? I'm like, you didn't have to do that. I'm hella juiced, but he can't. I'm trying to keep it contained. I'm like, bro, what? And so I'm getting juice. Other bro over there like, yeah, man, we on that Sinners, man. We on Sinners. But I hear the phone going like a FaceTime call. I'm like, what's happening right now? And Frank kind of like back up off me cutting my hair, cause I'm in the chair getting cut. And he was like, yeah, man, we off that Sinners, man. Holla at little cuz. And Ryan Coogler's on FaceTime. And I hollered at him for a second.
Oh, shit.
That shit was hella clean. And this is right after Frank told me he sent them the video. And so I'm like, I'm giddy. I have no time to like pull my phone out to record the interaction. I'm like, I love the movie, bro.
That boy was fast.
That nigga ran out and half the nigga hair shaved off.
Nah, it was so
that nigga
clean.
Looking at Ryan Coogler with the fucked up cut, bro. Like,
I look like a little kid.
That nigga like, Frank, why you got this crazy nigga talking? He called him like this.
Nah, I look mad crazy. I look like a straight
The
kid.
cape on.
Put it like this. I was
He
so
had the white on his lip. Dehydrated, just sitting there.
nah. I was so thrown off and so like starstruck. You know how you FaceTime, you can see the other person, but you can see yourself too.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't see myself, bro. All I saw was Ryan Coogler, bro. And my man is in Hawaii in the villa right now.
Damn.
Chilling, you feel me?
Chilling.
Like, I guess taking it in the wind, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm like, that was
That's
so
dope.
fucking saucy, bro.
That's
But
hella dope.
yeah, man.
Okay.
So I think Ryan Coogler checked out the
Shout
out the review.
Shout out Ryan Coogler.
Shout
bro.
out
That's
Ryan
good.
Coogler. Shout out Big Bro.
Coogler,
That shit
bro.
crazy,
That's hella
man.
Cool. He because you know niggas be celebrities and shit. You ain't gonna answer a random your barber. Fuck it.
It was his cousin though.
Oh,
Yeah,
brother's
yeah,
cousin?
his
Okay.
cousin. Yeah, so his cousin. Yeah. So he ended up showing me hella pictures when they were shooting Fruitvale Station and Black Panther. He got pictures with Angela Bassett, Michael
You know
B.
John
Jordan.
Nez was in Fruitvale Station.
Yeah, for sure.
So
She
know Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler too.
yeah,
was?
My
his
sister?
sister.
Oh,
So yeah, man, I thought that was super dope, man. I got to holler at Ryan Coogler today. So
That's pretty clean.
that's
that's dope.
That's hella dope.
I'm like, all right, but we'll end it on that note. But
I give it a
Oh,
I give it 100 out of 10. That
okay, yeah, we all on the real deal.
But that
dopeness.
movie was fire. It was not one. It was not something I could pinpoint out that movie that I would say I didn't. like.
Well, that was my question though for everybody. There's not nobody. There's not
No.
not nothing.
The only thing I can say,
Just give me
and
something.
it's legit. It left me wanting more, and that's not a bad thing.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's what
I'm like,
saying. It was
I'm like,
2-hour movie, right?
so what you feel?
It
Though?
don't- yeah.
Do you feel like it should be or you
well,
feel like they should just leave it?
he did a quick interview where he pretty much said in so many words, like Marvel got him doing sequels. He
Yeah,
did sequels with Creed.
I'm not mad at that.
He's
but
not interested in it.
I'm not
This is
mad
his
at that.
baby. This is like his
not mad at
passion
that,
project.
bro.
So he was like, I actually didn't plan on doing that. No.
I'm not mad at that because he killed.
If it make $1 billion though, he might
somebody's gonna
consider
pick
it.
it.
He might consider it. It's his movie, and he made a deal with the studio
That
that
he-
25
25
years
yeah, I see.
he'll get the rights to it.
So yeah, like
yeah.
I feel
what's
makes
up.
like you said like $1 billion. Then obviously they're going to pressure him to do. it.
Yeah,
Like
for sure.
There's going to be no way.
I hear about Smokestack twin prequel on what because they went to go fuck with Al Capone.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now
in
if
Chicago,
they do that
shit
that would be tight.
yeah.
Now I'm not.
But that's not nothing supernatural. That's just
not-
straight
yeah,
up
so I-
gangster
that,
movie.
That would be more a prequel.
Yeah, exactly. A
I
prequel,
would take
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That would be dope. Like
Yeah.
what they went through in Chicago, or like the war leading into Chicago.
What up,
that
Mike?
Would be tight. I
Well,
would
they had
definitely
the
fuck with that.
I forgot on the I forgot what it was, but on something you could scan a code and it come up with 3 newspaper articles. Did you see that, Bryce?
Oh yeah, and it gives you backstory.
They gave you backstories of what happened and shit.
They give you backstories on the vampire Rennick, the twins when they went up there. They pretty much robbed Al Capone's gang and the Irish gang and had them niggas thinking that it was each other that robbed each other. That's
Yeah,
how they
so
got
they
all
were
that
warring.
money, all that liquor, and
So
they
they
drove it back
warring
down.
and shit,
Yeah.
And then it also shows how Rennie got to America.
He came in like 1911
or something.
Yeah, it was. He been there for hella long. You know what I'm saying?
And he came on the Irish ship. They found the ship. Everybody was dead and shit. It was kind of like how the Dracula story.
Yeah,
I
for
forgot
sure.
the other one. It was one more article too. They actually, I got the popcorn bucket, the Sinners one, and they got a QR code at the bottom of that. I ain't scanned it yet to see what it is, but
Oh, they actually have a popcorn.
I seen it the same way, Mike. You said what?
they got you got the popcorn bucket.
Nah, I'm gonna get some merch. Which call it drop some merch? Fear of God.
Yeah, I
Jerry
seen
Lorenzo
that.
did. So I'm like, that's hella
It was
clean.
a store in Arizona that had merch too. It was like,
I want the whiskey. They got.
oh yeah, I seen that the wooden box.
It's the Tennessee whiskey it got
Oh, that's fire.
from the movie. It's supposed to be hella. I only know about it because dude you don't like on TikTok, King Lion. He went to the premiere.
I don't dislike him. He a Batman hater, but what happened? He said he went to the premiere.
He went to the premiere and shit, and then they sent him like a box of merch, and he got like
That's what's up.
he got a couple T-shirts.
I seen that. He got a wooden box.
He got
Yeah.
a clean ass poster. He said the poster felt like it was canvas. It was hella tight.
Oh, nice.
And in the box, it's a bottle of Tennessee whiskey. I guess it's the whiskey they was using in
Alright.
the movie. But
Shout
come to
out
find
King
out, I
Lion.
was talking to my auntie over the weekend before I saw the movie, and she said it's Uncle Anear's, and that's like a famous Tennessee whiskey that was used for Sinners.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like, but it's a black owned whiskey.
Oh, nice. That's
So,
even better.
That's why I said it's pretty. And she said it's some good.
The
whiskey,
main
so.
vampire is Irish, and as far as we know, he was the only one that was Irish. And because he came in and bit the 2 other white people that weren't Irish, they were just Klans members, and then he ended up biting all the black people. But they were all like, they had like a hive mind. So when he did the Irish song, they all can sing it together.
That boy was out there doing the Irish G.
Well, I'm not
boy.
gonna lie, just I'm with Chanel too. I didn't know up until now that it was vampires in it. I had no idea.
Okay, yeah. You seen Till Dusk Till Dawn?
Nah, but then also too,
Okay.
I remember I didn't see none of the trailers.
This nigga.
We was talking about. I didn't know what it was about.
Okay. Well,
leading up to
still,
it. I kind of like that. I kind of like that part too. But hearing it still, I mean, obviously,
I was about to say, even
good.
trust me, with us just saying words is not gonna compare it to the experience,
trust me,
bro.
I know.
Yeah, so it's gonna
Like,
be
us telling you this.
Plus he jumbling it up.
Bruh.
I can
Like,
imagine.
yeah,
I can
Watch
imagine
when you
this
actually go see the movie, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
But nah, I like to kind of get the. I'm cool with getting like the spoilers and getting the outline because I'm hearing shit that I don't even know what the fuck I'm hearing anyways. You know what I'm saying? But then it'll help me piece some shit together when I'm watching it, so I won't have to sit there and ask the question. And be
you
like,
can
what
go
the
in
fuck am I
there.
watching?
You can kind of get a kind of a more appreciation because you go in there with more context.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I didn't know about his uncle. You know what I'm saying? Listening to Buddy Guy because it's 2 post-credit scenes, so you got to stay to the very very end.
Okay.
And so something happens where they skip to the future. Well, I guess in 1991 or whatever. I got to shout out which car before we get out of here. Haley Steinfeld. Whoa.
Oh, I saw
that Coogee sweater was hella funny.
Yeah, that shit. Oh, he was fly. He was fly as
so
fuck.
so check. I saw you know how everybody when these movies come out, there'll be on Hot Ones.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And I saw the episode, I guess they came out today or whatever, with her and Michael B. Jordan on there, and they was asking each other questions and shit like that. And just watching her personality, she is hilarious.
No,
bruh.
she's so fun. And their chemistry is fire.
And she's engaged to Josh Allen, right?
Yeah.
And when I heard that, I'm like, of course. Like, I don't know
Oh,
why.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but for some reason, like the little that we know about Josh Allen, just to hear his personality a little bit, you can see that they probably just be like,
You know,
dying
she's
laughing
part
together.
black.
For real?
Her grandfather's half black.
Oh my god.
So this is like this movie for her was like hella deep too. You know what I'm saying? Because she's like trying to reach back to her heritage and stuff. She didn't really get to reach out like that because he passed away. So it was real deep how this all came together.
Yeah, everybody did great. Annie, what's her name? Wumi, what's her name?
Who? I can't pronounce it. Yeah, she played in hella Marvel movies though.
Yeah,
she was hella good.
Good.
That was Smoke girlfriend.
Smoke girl.
Yeah, but I was gonna mention why Ryan Coogler was on the phone. He wasn't mad, but he was like, his cousin didn't see the movie yet either. I guess he was like, yeah, cuz it's a part in the movie where the little cousin is riding with the big cousin. He was referencing that cousin right there. He was like, that was you in the movie. It was me and you.
Tight.
He was like, oh, don't tell me, cuz I don't want to hear it. I want to be
Bruh,
spoiled.
that was my like besides the obvious like juke joint scene. That was my favorite scene. The one where Delroy Linden wrote when they rode past the prisoners and he told that story. That was my favorite scene in the movie.
That was a good scene.
Yeah, that was just so deep and there's a lot of layers into that.
Okay.
Man, bro, I could talk about the movie all day, bro. For real. The main thing I got from it was freedom, bro. Just do what you feel free. It's different types of freedom. You have to be able to live your life every day. And like Sammy at the end, he chose what made him feel the most free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Smoke chose what made him feel the most free. He chose death. Stack chose what made him feel free. He chose to be a vampire. And you know what I mean? I mean, he didn't choose it, but you know, he kind of. You know what I mean?
It is what it is.
Like the main.
He didn't want to. Yeah,
the part that was hella clean to me, like, was like, it showed he had some kind of like still some self control, like, because neither one of them wanted to kill the other. Like, you know what I mean?
So Smoke wasn't even able. No, Stack wasn't even able to bite Smoke because of the charm that his girl made. It was
what she called it, something bag or some kind of
I forgot what
bag.
basically that. And so, but at the same time, the other side, Smoke couldn't kill
his brother.
Yeah, he was like, you know what I'm saying? I can't. It can't be me without you, basically. So the deal they made was like, I'm not gonna kill you, but you cannot touch our little cousin. You gotta just leave, or whatever. He's like, all right. And so you don't see nothing. You don't see what happened to Stack until the end credit scenes. So I thought that was tight.
Bravo, Ryan Coogler. That was epic.
Yeah, because they kind of left you on the assumption that
he
ended his brother.
Man, Mike, that was a great scene. I might have to agree with you on that. He said my favorite scene was when Smoke went to the town and had the little girl heckle with him for a price for the service. Remember, he was like, "How much he was like 10 cents you wash the car." She was like, "All right." He was like, "Nah, that's not all right."
He's like, "That won't do.
That won't do. You need a little bit more money." He was like bargaining with me. She was like 50 cents. He was like, "Nah, 25." He was like 20. She's like 15. He was like 15. But it was clean though. You know what I'm saying? That was those small little interactions.
Exactly.
That's
like
priceless.
That's Quentin Tarantino level dialogue, bro. When it's like real
Tell
conversations that niggas would have, like, you know, like, cause you know in movies a lot of the times, like, it's just straight to the point dialogue. You feel me? Where is she? Where's the girl?
But like you're saying though, just that whole scene in general, because even when the little girl started honking the horn and he came out. And he just shot, bro. Bow! And he was like,
shot him in the ass.
He was like, "It's me." He was like, "Oh, what's up, man? How you been?" He was like, "But I still can't let y'all get away from Rob thinking y'all robbed the Stack twins."
Yeah.
And he already shot bro in the ass, and his partner was like, "Oh, it's us, Stack. It's us." He was like, bow, kneecapped it. He was like, "I can't let y'all get away with telling y'all almost got us."
Yeah, I'm saying,
go over this and over there. You get cleaned up. You be all right. It was so natural, bro.
All of this is all character development, bro. It's just, it's like the level of character development. Smoke, because you see him coming in, like he's obviously the harder, you know, the more ruthless one, whatever. You feel me? But it shows like, nigga, I'm a regular nigga. I got a heart. You feel me? I'm gonna get this little girl to watch my shit. You feel me? And then I'm gonna.
He's reasonable.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna teach her how to haggle. You feel me? I'm gonna teach her. I'm gonna leave you with something. You feel me? Some game. You feel me? Then you feel me? She helped him out. Then he went right back to being who he is. Shot them niggas.
What was Big Bruh name?
Cornbread.
Bruh, when he pulled up on cornbread,
it was the disrespect was crazy.
That was like, "Man, fuck your job."
Yeah, that
was
like,
"Man, my wife right here."
Yeah. But it was all in like, it's like literally talking shit to your homies though.
Yeah,
it was all in good faith.
It was hella funny.
Yeah, it's just like if you knew some niggas from back in the day, from like years ago, you know they was wild, some wild niggas. You feel me? You know they was wild niggas, but you fucked with them. You feel me? And then they come back in town, and then you feel me? Y'all just kicking it like you feel me? Everybody know each other and shit, but they you know like these some wild.
Yeah,
niggas.
That
you feel me? Like
we get, like I said, we could probably talk about each. We can probably break down each scene, but I really just wanted to get the highlights out of there. You know what I'm saying? I want people to come back to the live. We're gonna go ahead and move on. Hopefully everybody was able to check out the Predator Badlands trailer that just dropped today. It was a lot of gems that dropped in there too. The dude that did Prey, the same director, is coming back to do Predator Badlands and Predator Killer of Killers. One is animated and one is live action. Obviously the live action one is what we're talking about today. But a lot of Easter eggs in the movie. I mean in the trailer. As soon as it come on, you got a bunch of different skulls to kind of tell you like a time period of how long the Predators have been around. You got a T-Rex skull, you got an engineer skull from Aliens, and you got what seems to be, what everybody believes to be Independence Day alien head, which is we never seen that before, and so we already know they connected with the Alien franchise or whatever. But Independence Day. Bars. But yeah, what people might not recognize from the naked eye, this is the first crossover between Predators and Aliens, because the girl Ella Fanning, she is a android, but a whaling android or whatever. You know, her eyes go white. You can see the W logo on her eyes, and there's like a ship that's crash landed in the background that has the whaling Yutani symbol on it as well. But the basic premise of the movie is, it's a predator that's being hunted by other predators, whatever, and he ends up teaming up with Ella Fanning, and I don't know, I guess they're the main characters, but more so the predators the main characters. And it looks like it's obviously in the future. It may be on an alien planet, future Earth or whatever, but we don't exactly know. But it looks like the predators might have sent some type of animal after him that's unkillable. And he probably gonna have to kill that unkillable animal. Cause I think the tagline is like, somewhere it's saying like in so many words, it's like you catted off. So this, it's like something last hunt, first kill, last hunt, or last hunt, first kill, something like that. But it's kind of, we don't know if this is his first, you know what I'm saying? But for some reason, he is being hunted by other predators. So it could be some bad blood there.
Yeah, I mean, they've done that. That was kind of the premise of the Shane Black one, where,
November 7th when it come out.
Where the predator was running from the other predator race and they sent the super predator after him.
Yeah, but these predators look so much better than that super.
Oh,
it's not CGI.
That movie was terrible.
Yeah, it was so terrible.
It's the same kind of like, you know what I mean?
Well, I wonder though. I wonder if they're gonna be like just predators that have badges, like generals. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily bigger than him, but just like we certified out here. You not certified, so we own your shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you gotta earn those stripes.
And this one looks more like a human almost. Damn near. It's crazy.
So I'm hearing that he's not like a human hybrid, but they give him more human-like features so he can emote more emotion because he's going to be the main character. If you just see a straight-up predator face, it's not really too much they can do other than look kind of intimidating, which I kind of can push back on a little bit because if you've seen the original Alien vs. Predator, you are absolutely rooting for that predator at the end, the one that linked up with Sanaa Lathan. And it was a scene where he caught a baby alien that tried to get on him. He caught it and flipped his thumb and broke the neck, and he was like he did like a little fake growl or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it was like playful, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I'm still beasting, you know what I'm saying? But it's so many ways you can convey emotion without having to see somebody's face. And I think I don't think they necessarily had to do that, but I don't necessarily hate the design. You know what I'm saying? Because he got the dreads pulled back. You know what I'm saying? You can see him much more clearly. But I'm also interested in the predator that's chasing him down. He got white dreads, bro. The white look like it's kind of glowing too. I'm like, this motherfucker gonna look clean as fuck. Right. Like all the helmets, all the designs, it look fire. The production looked good. Like I said, it looked practical too. You know, look too crazy with the CGI. I'm excited. Like I said, they're the director of Alien Romulus and the director of Prey are really close. So they we're talking about combining the universes and how they're going to do it. And it looks like Predator Badlands will be the intro. Will that alien that the Predator send to kill him be a hybrid of an alien? Did the alien get on the creature from that planet and that's what they created to go hunt him down? Like, I don't know.
Black goo.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see. I mean, I'm interested. So, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and give a thumbs up to the trailer. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I'm interested for sure. I'm always down for Predator, especially Predator versus Alien or Alien versus Predator, whatever.
Yeah.
Way.
But I respect the director too. He did such a good job at Prey.
Was fire for sure.
Yeah.
So
I gotta rewatch it.
Prey was hella
Prey was
good.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
That was one of my Tony Stark moments. I was in the movie theater, like.
And it come out in theaters.
It came on Amazon.
It came out.
Wherever I was watching it, stuck on stupid. I'm gonna tell you that right now, bro.
Okay.
I probably fell asleep and never.
It came out on Hulu, straight to Hulu.
I'm always down for the Predator lore, but I don't know about the dreads pulled back, bro. Like,
but like he said though, bro, I think that has to go towards more of like him being able to show emotion. Because like I said, bro, when you see him running. If you don't see that initial first look at his face, you would think that was a human hybrid just running because he got his shit really pulled back like a human.
I think
a lot of people don't really like it. Actually,
I don't fuck with that. It's like I just think it's just setting up the scene where like what is he using like a fucking like is he like. That shit gonna be weak as hell, bro.
I think it's gonna be clean when he let him down. You know what I'm saying?
Some people do tie their dreads up with another dread.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but it can be something futuristic though too.
I hope they just don't even show that. He already come in with the shit.
It could be a button you press and the dreads just lit down. Come on, man. They got technology like that.
Be over if he got a button just for his hair tie, my nigga. Like,
hey man, he a warrior. He gotta be able to pull it out his face.
On these niggas, bro. If they do that.
What's up, Yellow? Well, this is a good time that you woke up. We just got done talking about the Sinner spoilers, and I don't know if you were able to see the movie yet. So now is a good time to come in.
I mean, but you also got to think about it. If he's been in the future and he's been around and hunting different shit, he could have picked that up from
They do. They take things from different people.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So I mean, that's not too far fetched.
It's not.
Wait,
it's
no,
not.
I know. Somebody pull their dress back. Like, wait, hold on, wait a minute. This whole time, let me get one of these.
Hey, no, it can be that subtle because I think they got guns from us.
They
didn't necessarily have
walk
guns
around
like
and
that.
shit. A nigga with his hair up. Motherfucker, what the fuck? It be like semi-pro when Andre 3000 did the alley oop.
Oh, he's like, wait, what the fuck was that?
What the fuck was that? What the fuck he got going on?
Move. They was killing with the alley oop, nigga. What?
That nigga got his.
What
is he doing with his hair? I need string. I need a piece of string.
But the
What?
fact,
What do you
but the
mean?
fact
What?
they're dropping an animated, it's gonna be a show. I'm guessing.
So it's an anthology series, but it's only three. It's only three cultures. You got the samurai culture, the war,
That one
like
gonna be
the
clean.
war, like
But
the.
do you know if it's gonna be a show or a movie?
I don't know
like a
because, like I said, I think it's gonna be. It can
Regardless-
still be a movie if it's an anthology.
The fact
It
that
just break down in
the
3
fact
different
that
episodes.
They're doing an animated series and dropping a movie all kind of within the same year, bro. It's about to be.
It's for sure the same year.
turned up. for
Yeah,
that
November
Predator,
about to be lit.
Alien world like that, bro. Because I'm interested to see if they gonna touch on the
Tell 'em,
aliens-
Hess.
touch on the aliens at all in the animated one, since they're going through different time periods.
No, so like I said, the only time period they're going through is old.
Oh, okay.
So
It's not-
there's nothing in the future. You only
Gotcha,
got only
okay.
got the Vikings, the samurai, and like World War II.
okay.
So
Viking
yeah,
one gonna be clean too.
yeah. I think I'm more excited for the samurai one.
Me too.
'Cause everybody wants to see that. We've been talking about that for the longest. You know what I'm saying?
They already had the glimpse of it in the other Predator movie where all the niggas landed on the.
Yeah,
that
bro.
planet.
Bro had found that sword.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you seen that one?
yeah.
That was I like
That's
that
Predators.
One. Yeah, I liked it. I
Yeah,
like
with
that.
the
One.
Asian
Brody,
Adrian
yeah.
Brody one.
Yeah,
He was that dude's in hella movies. That Asian dude's in hella movies.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, let's move on to the hot topic of this week. Your boy, come on, Skip.
I'm gonna choke the shit out of you.
So, as everybody, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what's going on with Shannon Sharpe.
Okay,
It's been blowing up today a lot too because a lot of audio has been leaked. Let me set the stage. Set the scene. Shannon Sharpe meets this girl when she's 19. They start dating. But they're not just dating. They're having, what's it called? Is it like BDM? A relationship where you're choking and doing all type of weird shit during sex? It's like very violent sex. They're having violent sex.
50 Shades.
Yeah, type shit. And so,
That velvet room.
a young white woman too. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm
Niggas ain't
saying?
gonna never learn.
So with that being said, it's already kind of weird because you pushing 60, you know what I'm saying, and you go get, and like we all had
No,
this
it's
conversation before. We all talked about this before, like what is too young and like how old is, you know what I'm saying, too old. But the more common conversation is what is too young, what is not on your level of thinking, you know what I'm saying. And I feel like that's gonna play a huge part in this conversation. But also, doing that type of sex, right? And people don't know about it, and you hearing something out of context, it can sound really bad. Now, right now, as far as I'm concerned, the messages that he released of her saying that I want you to tie me up, like hog tie me, I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me out, like, is very telling to the sexual relationship that they have. Mm-hmm. Obviously, they're into that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He released those messages. The audio clips, though, I feel like the messages still beat out the audio clips, but the audio clips don't help because he's saying, like, one of the things is like, she's like, what do you mean when you say this? Like, don't try to, I forgot what she was saying. She was basically saying, like, don't try to, she said some type of words and he was like, hey, don't say that shit to me because I'll choke the shit out of you. And she was like, well, I don't want to be choked. He's like, yes, you do.
It was
yes, you
he
do.
said something to her, and then at the end he said it is what it is.
And she's like, what does that? What does that even mean?
Manipulate.
Don't try to manipulate shit. You don't try to manipulate
you
me.
go with that word again. He said, you keep saying I'm gonna choke the shit out of you, or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that audio, the bedroom part, that's between them and them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like the audio and the sexcapades or whatever. It's two different things. Like all the little things, tie me up, daddy, all that shit. That's different from him actually like threatening her. You know what I'm saying? That's like two different
going
messages.
Back to what Bryce is saying though, like that kind of discredits the audio because you guys probably actually role play that while you guys obviously have that kind of relationship,
right.
And then like Shannon Sharpe was, I don't know how 100% true this was, but even in a little press release thing, he said he was like, that's not the full audio. Like,
he talking about a video, so that's different.
Oh, the video.
So he's saying that they have a video that they're gonna probably release, but he knows it's 10 minutes long, a video. But they did release another audio clip of him saying the same shit again. She's like, "You gonna be in LA? You gonna be going out?" He's like, "Yep." She's like, "Man, I don't know." He's like, I'll choke your ass outside in front of everybody. A big black man choking a little white girl. And she was like, "That's not a good look, Shannon." He was like, "So
all right, so okay. So let me rewind.
That's the second, yeah.
So does it sound like
it sounds like a role playing? Yeah, to me
into the bedroom.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's
if you hear it, because it sounds, it's almost kind of scary because he's dumbing himself down to have this conversation with her. I'm like, bro, why are you talking like this, bro? You sound hella weird.
That's why I'm saying it sounds like they playing roles. Like, you know what I'm. It don't sound like he's aggressively saying it or like shut your bitch. It's not like that.
But that's
like,
also content. I mean, like how people will perceive it though. So we aren't the jury. The jury is not going to be filled with his peers. Right. This is a young white woman that you're doing this to. Mm-hmm. They're not going to look too lightly on that. You know what I'm saying? And especially with ESPN being connected to Disney, I don't know who he got his $100 million deal with just recently, but Disney, it don't even matter at this point. Like, that's a little bit too much as far as sexually explicit content that you dropped on yourself. You know what I'm saying? You releasing the messages. Yeah. Their messages is more telling than the audio clip.
And then also piggybacking off what you said, he already got past that so-called leaked live.
Yeah.
Like you already was able to clean that up and was able to still, ascertain your deals and keep all your shit. But it's like
this is a little much.
But at the same time, like he's saying, this is coming during the time he's getting that $100 million contract. So it almost does kind of seem like a shakedown. Yeah. So that might on his end, that might be able to kind of save him. But like you said though, with Disney, now everybody knowing that you have them kind of relationships with people might not be a good look.
And the audio sound bad. It don't even matter.
There's a whole group of people that actually like are into that kind of stuff, but
it's more
that's
people.
That's not the imagery you're trying to bring at Disney.
Exactly.
So that's the thing though. Like it's a bad look. So I can see that Disney part, but there's nothing you can do as far as like. Because there's more people than that's into stuff like that than we even realize, right? And it's probably people within Disney.
It might be bad for them.
There's probably people within Disney, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, that probably do shit like that, probably even worse, more risque shit, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, too, though, like, it's already a bad look when you leaking that shit.
When it's on blast.
Even if it comes out that he is... It is a longer video, and he was just role playing, and he's innocent, and move on. It's still a bad look for him and Disney, ESPN, anyways. So they might just respectfully just be like, all right, hey, you know what I'm saying? And when you talking about the $100 million deal, I heard that he's currently looking for that deal for his multimedia his company, whatever, you know what I'm saying? He just signed, I know like Nightcap, they got like Boost Mobile and shit like with them now, and I guess that's supposed to be like that was like a big deal for them or whatever, but I heard that he's like right now in the middle of trying to get like some type of deal, like trying to shop different places or whatever. So that's crazy time.
But that's what I was also wondering, like if it's really going to affect him, because on his nightcap, and he like some of the promos he does, he promotes that sex pill.
Oh
no, I know you saw. That's why I'm so like, don't get me wrong. Like I said, it's still a bad image and a bad look, but Disney is already like allowing him to kind of go the sexual route as far as some of his advertising because he's kind of very upfront about what that pill would do for you and shit like that.
Right on, Peter.
That whole nightcap shit. And,
right on, Peter. Thanks for tapping in.
And that whole shade media shit, that has nothing to do with Disney. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, like
Mike said, them country boys,
Disney and ESPN, like they. It's better for them to get Shannon Sharpe. It's kind of like the Pat McAfee thing. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like Pat McAfee don't need to be on ESPN and Shannon Sharpe don't need to be on ESPN. You know what I'm saying? He can do his own standalone thing because he didn't already like built this shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Factual.
So like, and he could have been on Fox. He could be ESPN. He can leave ESPN, go NFL Network, Amazon. He could do work in so many different places, or he could just be his own standalone because he got his own shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, it might be bad with Disney, but it's not gonna be bad for him. You know what I'm saying? He's still gonna be good. He's gonna be good regardless. It just might be a little shaky with that relationship with Disney. That's the only thing.
So as far as like the internet, so from like the shit I've been seeing because I've been watching a lot of it, he's more so getting a lot of pushback from like the black women. You know what I'm saying? I absolutely don't agree with him talking to somebody that young because that's childish. Literally, like that. You can't not expect that type of energy when you already paying for it. Because the other messages say $25,000 for the left cheek, $25,000 so 50 bands for the both cheeks. You know what I'm saying? He already cashing out. You know what I'm saying? He cashing out for the pearl. So you know this relationship is based off what? Money and sex. It's not because I'm in love with Shannon Sharpe. You're paying me crazy money. I mean, you know but that's and I'm getting sex. You getting sex out of it.
That's how I felt about Drea and Jalen Green. It's about them. It's about that young man's money.
Yeah, no, he wasn't a superstar. The difference is
would not be fooling with.
The difference is no. The difference is I'm not trying to flip it. The difference is Dre is not suing him for all his money or half of the money that he's trying to get. She's suing him for $50 million, and he's already talking about considering settling for 10. That's not the same. Like I said, but that's what I'm saying. The difference is like I understand your point.
I'm saying though, at the basis of it, the relationship spawned off money and the other person's fame or stardom. That's exactly how I felt about that. Cause it's not like he's some regular schmegular kid and she giving him a chance cause he likes her. She's only giving him a chance cause he is in his bag.
And well, like I said, it's always gonna be that stigmatism because he's a young man talking to a older woman, but he's not 19.
He's 21, 22?
I don't know. I just know he wasn't 19.
He's the same age as her son, 21. They're in their early 20s.
I'm saying that how old is she?
40 something, knocking on 50.
He's about to be 60. So I mean, it's still not the same to me. Like I said, I understand it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
So we can agree on that.
I know I see where you're coming from, but like I said, I don't think that's the same as this situation at all. Not even close. But like I said, that's
like a 15-year difference.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. This one is like damn near. It's like what 30.
That can be so my. That can be his grandchild.
She 21. It's like a 35-year difference between them.
There's like a 20-something. There's almost a 25+ year difference between Drea and Jalen Green.
Nah, if he's 20-something and she 30-something.
No, Drea is
30-something.
She's in her 40s.
Oh, I thought you said pushing 40. I thought you just said pushing 40.
No, she's pushing 50.
I think she's like 26 or 47.
Her son is his age.
Shit. But I still feel like it's crazy. Like that Shannon Sharpe shit is crazy to me.
No, it is. I'm not disagreeing.
I agree with you, Hess, but I feel like he put himself in that position. You know what I'm saying? When you deal with somebody that young and you playing in the snow. But don't she got her
get real crazy? She got her. I mean, I'm not for sure how much of a prestigious OnlyFans girl she is.
Have you ever heard of her?
I'm not on OnlyFans, nigga.
No, you don't gotta be.
Nice save.
How would I know? Because no, be real. Because what's the girl that we talked about that made all that money on OnlyFans? She made.
You don't have to have an OnlyFans to know somebody that has an OnlyFans. What was that? Sophie Rain.
I never heard of her until you talked about that.
So you don't know any woman that have an OnlyFans?
Bad Baby, because they talked about it.
That's the only person you know?
Who else?
All right, I'll leave it to you. That's you.
I'm being completely honest with you.
I've seen a bunch of women.
I mean, I know as far as like No Jumper, like whoever's been on No Jumper with Adam and them, I've heard of them, and I know they got the OnlyFans because because I'm literally watching it and they're telling me.
I know this is gonna sound weird, but
that's what I mean.
I agree.
It's being promoted. You've never seen her being promoted.
That don't mean she not making money on that.
I don't think even if she was making millions and millions of dollars, I still think he catting off talking to her and her extorting. That he put himself in that position. I don't care how much money she makes. She could be richer than this nigga. You're playing yourself. Like you
played yourself.
I'm not disagreeing with you on that.
It don't even matter.
I'm asking you, is she established herself?
Don't nobody know.
Okay.
I don't even know. I've never heard of her.
I think she clearly came into like this planning this, and like Bryce said, I think you just set yourself up, my nigga. Like,
and I think what started it off was the leaked live video. Once you leak that video, you having sex with somebody that wasn't her. She like, okay, so we not exclusive. It's up.
Yeah. Also, it's like
it's up.
It's like, bruh, like Bryce. I don't know, bruh. It's just like whenever you get like an old ass man with a young woman, bruh, I just feel like, nigga, like I agree with Stacks too. She clearly there for a reason, but also he has to be mature enough to know that. You feel me? And any bitch I gotta record, when we on the phone, I gotta record.
No, she was recording him.
But I thought he released shit too.
No, he released text messages.
Oh.
So he got, he an OG. He probably got shit saved from years ago. You know what I'm saying?
He released that after they released the audio to
So she
this is a pre-recording.
She was recording the conversation.
Yeah. So she probably showing all her partners all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? She already on that time.
I had that already on that time. You feel me? And like, bro, you just gotta learn from that shit, bro. You hella old, nigga. You just get you.
And I'm wondering if the audio is from the video.
No, it sounds like a phone conversation.
But so it sounds like I hear what you saying, but it's if you got a situationship, regardless if you funding it or whatever's going on, y'all got a situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like for us to tell him he need to be a certain type of way, it's like he obviously was doing that for 2 years. It was like a situation that was going on and everything was hunky dory, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some shit hit the fan and she felt some type of way, and then after a while she wanted to flip the script on him or whatever. So it's like that's why like her leaking that audio is like, okay, it sounds crazy, but then he's like, I'm gonna leak these text messages to let y'all know what type of time we on. You know what I'm saying? And this is how we be talking, and this is what happens. You see what I'm saying? And maybe I got us saying possibly that maybe this was a clip from them role playing that would lead up to them getting into the bedroom and having a little slave play or whatever that they were saying that they be doing or whatever. But I don't know. It's just I see what y'all saying, but it just seemed like that because we said this before in the conversation about Shannon Sharpe. He's so buttoned up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he does things like the right way. He don't really slip up like that. And like, cause I watch him and the way he speaks is like, he don't be letting out too much information. He don't really say too much about himself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, man. That's why like I don't know. It kind of makes sense. Like to say that he's slipping. It's like, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? It's just, it feels like she just kind of like tried to flip it, but he kind of like, nah, because he just, I don't know, like I said, he does everything by the book, it seemed like, for
he
the most
can't
part.
Control her recording the video, obviously, right? Or recording conversation. So that's what I mean by
a certain way. He like, no, I ain't on that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well,
that's what I'm saying. He's also too old to be
I think
doing shit like that and thinking that and he's been a professional athlete.
I agree. Look,
for
Jose,
almost 40 years.
I 100% agree with you. Where he
crazy.
fucked up at is not having control over the situation.
Right.
So when you lose control, having her release these audio clips, right? You not knowing that you being recorded. Yeah. So that's a slip. You didn't know that.
But for whatever reason.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then you take it upon yourself, because she didn't release no messages, right?
Mm-hmm.
You take it upon yourself to release these messages, and it's not favorable. This type of sexual conduct, you know what I'm saying? It's not everybody look at it. It's going. Majority of people, obviously, it's a thing. It's a fetish.
Exactly.
Yeah, but majority is gonna look at it like, that's a little weird, you know what I'm saying? Because it's violence, you know what I'm saying? It's
that's
violence.
the only way you can really look at it. Like we can only really look at it and be like it's weird, but you can't be like, I'm not saying you're saying this, but you can't look at it and be like this is illegal or this.
No. It's frowned upon. It's just frowned upon.
It's something that's
it's
just
not illegal.
And at the
frowned
same
upon.
time, like
it don't make you look good.
He built his own platform, you know what I mean, his own media company, and he does all this. Everything he does is all straight through him. You know what I mean? That's his own company and shit. Like it just looks weird. And I feel like the way the internet works, you know what I'm saying, we're going to move on from it. It's going to be maybe a joke that they tell at the end of the day if he is clear from all this, you know what I'm saying? But like the ESPN relationship might be over. It could be rocky, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe he might.
I think he'll be clear because I don't think so the thing that she's saying is that he raped her and assaulted her on a couple of occasions. And if you read the actual statements, it's not adding up because she's saying he did it to me. Say he did it to me the other day, but then the next day he said he wanted to bring me some money and a birthday present, and I'm like, okay, but why wouldn't you have somebody there if you were worried? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he brought me my birthday gift and some money, but then he did this to me. So it just don't make sense. But at the same time, like, so I don't really give her that. I'm not giving her the assault. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving her like you brought this type of behavior to the light when nobody ever knew this.
But
that's brought it to the light.
Ain't that what happened with Tyreek Hill when that girl tried to sue him because she got hurt doing football drills with him? But then they was like, didn't y'all go upstairs and have sex afterwards?
Yeah. It's
so I said I don't think it's gonna hold no.
It's like how are you hurt? But you just went afterwards. You went upstairs.
I think the bigger more. Yeah. I think the damage is just all this audio and text messages coming out. That's the real damage.
Like it's just something you gotta go through.
And when you settle, it's gonna make you look weird. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't settle.
I know. The reason now, see everything that you're saying, I'm getting more information, so I think why it makes more sense because, like I said, he more buttoned up, and I can see him not wanting this shit like coming out. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't want it to come out, and you want to make sure you maintain these relationships and stay professional and stuff like that, I mean, I could see him wanting to give her some hush money to just shut the fuck up because that's what most celebrities do anyways because they don't want to have to deal with the legal fees and all that other bullshit and the public perception, you know what I'm saying? So that's why everything kind of coming together making more sense if it is, you know what I mean? But at the same time, bro, like I don't know, like I think him fucking with the young white girl is I feel like it's bigger than because I think he thought that they had a thing going and it was good, but like I think that's why people like the Monique thing is crazy because if Shannon has somebody that was more his age, you know what I'm saying, maybe in their 30s or 40s, that trust may have been
like the late 20s. Yeah, give you that.
Yeah, you would have thought because like her mindset, period, like we talked about the mindset, that big of a gap is crazy different, and she could have like.
She ain't malleable.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You can hear, bro, when you hear the audio, she sounds so childish, bro. And it's like, but like I said, the more disturbing thing to me is the audio because I know Shannon Sharpe. I've listened to him enough. I've seen it, even though I'm not listening to the sports side, I watch the podcast. So I'm very savvy when it comes to this type of personality, how he talk to grown people, how he have conversations. And hearing him talk like this is hella disturbing, bro. So I know it's really souring a lot of people, hella people, bro.
But I think also too, it's like one of them things where
dumbing down your convo.
You gotta actually stop and think about who you dealing with. If you really follow Shannon Sharpe and you really pay attention to how he goes about his like business and how he just really just what you just said right then and there, bro. Like he not the type of person, from what I've seen, to just be that sloppy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't
think he was. I'm talking
about as far as like him catting off and like being an aggressor, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Like that's why, like, I don't know, bro. It's just
the audio's out there, though.
I know the audio's out there, but that's what I'm saying. I'm more so leaning towards the narrative of like the role play thing. If you guys do a role play, you can say whatever the fuck you want in role play. It's gonna sound wild to us, but that's that's what y'all doing. That's how it leads to the role play. But what I'm saying is that he not the type of nigga to slip up and from what I've gathered, to seem like he would do some shit like that or slip up and be sloppy like that. That's why it makes me think that it has to be some type of like sex shit. Like,
so how you feel about the
shit? You know what I'm saying?
Will you consider the IG going live on IG live would you consider that a slip up or not being Shannon Sharpish? Was that out of character for you?
Yeah,
because that's really difficult to go live on Instagram on accident.
But that's the thing too.
Almost impossible.
And I said that. I said that though.
Thank you.
But I said that though. Like I said that he not the type of person to be to be like that. But he is old, so I was confused by that. But then coming back later on, gathering the notes even from the article that we read or whatever, it's just they talking about that was like him.
Somebody said Unk be tripping on Pampers.
Like that's him like what's his name? Trying to flip the narrative of him being gay or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like that's what
this could also be
like.
that. This could be like a big publicity stunt.
But they said that was the publicity stunt apparently. Like,
yeah, okay, I got you. But
man, listen. To how I feel. This is how I'm gonna feel about it. I ain't really said much because I really don't care because this nigga's a wild freak. You feel me? But nigga, like, bro, whatever you do in your own bedroom, that's fine. The only problem is it came out to light.
Thank you.
You feel me?
I 100% agree. And it don't look good,
it doesn't look good, my nigga. Like, anybody, you get a audio of anybody having sex, you're going to hear some wild shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Unless y'all just totally wild and vanilla. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
but he do, I don't mean to cut you off, but him and Ocho talk about their sexual endeavors and shit they have done. So it's like, yes, is it kind of out of the ordinary? No, not really if you watch Nightcap, because it's like, especially Ocho, that nigga is wild. And
they trying to get him hooked up with some Twitter, I forgot. Nasty.
Don't get me wrong.
Be nasty.
Yeah, they was talking about her squirting and shit. Like, they be wilding.
So you know what I mean? It's like
they be wilding out on Nightcap. You feel me? So like I said, only problem is that it came out.
Yeah, because he's not. Nobody knew that he was into this type of sex. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, everybody. Yeah, exactly. Nobody. Everybody know he active, but nobody know he out here hog tying motherfuckers. I don't know how to hog tie people. He R. Kelly and motherfuckers out here. You know what I'm saying?
Pass out.
Hey, bitch. Hey. I want you to. When you say I don't want to be, he said I don't want to be choked. Yes, you do. I'm like, what?
Yes, you do. It's crazy,
bro. He told that bitch so fast. Yes, you do.
Skip.
Hold on, skip. Ocho, hold on. Oh man.
Talk like
Golden Gate, Trans State, Billy Gate, Legacy 5. Nigga,
that's somebody was like, she lied, she tried, Lakers and 5.
That nigga going through the same thing Kobe went through, my boy.
And I was just about to say, when y'all talked about them paying out people just to hush, we know Kobe did not grape that girl. That was a mutual understanding of what was about to go down.
Right.
She was mad. Kobe only was looking at her like that, so she tried to go the grape route, and he just paid her off to get that, to settle that shit.
She was a fucking flip, bro. They found like hella different semens and shit on her panties and shit.
Oh yeah.
Like, she tried to serve Kobe, bro. That shit was crazy.
All in all, I'll say this: Shannon,
do better.
You gotta do better. You gotta cross your T's and dot your I's when you're dealing with these young women. You shouldn't be dealing with women this young, because I don't think they up to your level consciously.
No, look, bro. She's 19 years old. She's fresh out of being a teenager, bro. This old ass nigga millionaire paying her rent. She probably got the best car, nigga. All the shit, and then you go and stop that. Nigga, your ass get sued, nigga. What you talking about? Nigga,
straight up. It's just the MO.
Think about it logically, my nigga. She's a young woman with nothing to lose, nigga.
Yeah, what you mean? Like, with everything to gain.
And you fucking other bitches, nigga, it's a wrap. That when he released that Alive, you feel me? That showed her that, bitch, your time is almost up. I'm fucking other bitches, you feel me? I got a bitch that's willing to accidentally be on live with me. You feel me?
Quote unquote, you hella stupid. The quote unquote Phantom Live was crazy.
Her garage full of cars. You feel me? She can't pay for none of that shit.
Michelle,
Michelle. She said, oh, this nigga
was Michelle.
She said, oh, this nigga about to sign for $100 million. Nigga, I need half.
Yeah. Pay me my money.
Nigga, $50 million.
That's
nigga.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm
Chelsea Clinton.
Who you think you with Chelsea Clinton? You think you get that Chelsea Clinton? $50 million.
Hey man, stop playing in that snow.
Yeah, man.
Stop playing in that snow.
That youngs, that fresh powder.
Especially that fresh.
No, you don't do it. No, yeah, bro, you was not
stupid.
You was not the Silver Surfer, my nigga. That nigga,
you slipping right through that, man.
That nigga
you
thought-
slipping right.
that nigga thought
You ain't cruising on that fresh snow.
white, nigga. That nigga said
That fresh powder.
So it would have been different if she would have been black.
no.
It's worse that she's white.
Worse that she white.
Yeah, but it would have been it would have been the same
bad.
energy. Yeah, nah,
So
facts. But
any color.
yeah,
19, that's too young, my nigga. You wildin'. Shari,
that's
her
fresh
mind
off
ain't-
18.
Yeah. She thinking
She could have graduated
irrational.
last year, bro.
Right.
Some people graduate when they're 18,
Nigga,
bro.
19.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's fresh out.
Fresh out.
She was just that prom, nigga. That nigga was like twirling
That
the fingers,
nigga
like
Shannon on some.
Get about that prom.
That nigga said, "Hey, if it's grass on the infield,
hey,
that
grass on the
nigga
field,
wild.
baby."
That nigga's a wild boy.
Sicko mode.
And she was already ahead of her time if she was an OnlyFans girl. Like she
You can
was-
drop that as soon as you're 18. That's what
Yeah,
Bad
you
Baby
can do
did.
that, yeah.
She was. I think she broke the record on how much money.
the first day.
Yeah,
Bruh, they be making millions too, bro.
yeah, man.
I know
Alright.
the hoes from the 90s hot.
Like what the fuck? This shit legal? This shit get
When
played.
did this happen?
Somebody said they saw OnlyFans advertisement at like a UFC fight or something, like a poster. I'm like, that's crazy. That shit is making its
Bruh,
rounds.
they be
Like, you
having
know what I'm
them on
saying?
their trucks and shit. Like OnlyFans, like
They sponsor.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
do that.
that-
They do that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
porn.
That's porn.
Corn.
It wasn't meant to be,
Yeah.
but you know how it go.
All right. Let's get into the well, since we in the sports area, I mean,
We got it. I just want Jose and Al's take
on
Kevin Gates and LeBron. So my
Alright.
main question is why he ain't had that same energy for Kevin Gates he had for Stephen A. And given
wait, do they know what give them context?
okay, so Kevin Gates was talking to some of his people about like if there was a celebrity who you could switch lives with, who would it be? And one of his partners was like, it would be LeBron for me. And Kevin Gates was like, not me. They was like, why? He was like, cuz man, I don't like the way that Savannah James be looking at LeBron and shit when they show her in the media and stuff like.
And they do it. They get their own special handshake, but she look at him
Like
a certain like
he basically was saying she don't be looking at him like these how them white girls be looking at him, gawking over him and stuff like that. She be hella stern and not really looking hella lovingly at him and shit like that. So then LeBron responded with an Instagram post of him dapping up Savannah, and it was like, kings don't pay attention to peasants. What we doing next, queen? And Kevin Gates was like, man, I ain't no fuck. He basically, when he came out with a video, was like, man, he's like, bro, Bron, I fuck with you, bro. I think you one of the best players ever. He's like, I wasn't saying it in no negative manner like that. He was like, I'm just basically telling you how I feel. Like, go look at the clips they got, how all these female fans, how they be looking at you, and then show how your wife be looking at you during that same game. It's like, I don't see that kind of like same awe and like that mesmerization that they be having over you. He's like, I don't get it. It's not that big of a deal. That next Laker game, that nigga sitting there courtside.
Nigga pulled up on that.
But my whole thing is, the only reason why I feel like it's kind of weak is because Bronny James is your son. Yeah, you supposed to be protective over your son, but nigga, your wife, you supposed to die on your shield for her. Like, you supposed to have that same energy. Because that goes back to what we saying, like, well, what if Savannah James said something to him, like, you got to stand up for Bronny? Well, ain't he supposed to stand up for you as well? Like, why you didn't walk up to Kevin Gates and show him, like, nigga, I don't care you sitting courtside, like, dap him up or anything. Like, why you ain't had that same energy you had for Stephen A. for Kevin Gates?
I know why. Because it's Kevin Gates.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't the only person feeling that way. Because he knows Kevin Gates will pop. Nigga, I don't give a fuck where
Kevin Gates has been so funny about this because he's like hella posted on TikTok about the shit, bro. And he keeps praising this nigga LeBron. Like, LeBron, you the best player in the world, damn near. Like, I mean, you can get mad, but I'm not about to get mad at you mad at me. Like you said, I'm pulling up to the game courtside. You know what I'm saying? I still mean what I said. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking nothing back. You know what I'm saying? He doubled down. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what you
he said he didn't mean it by no disrespect.
That's
either.
what you gotta respect about a nigga, bro. Like, honestly, bro, the world is filled with too many yes men, bro. Like, if on the actual comment, I'm gonna comment on the actual comment first. For him to say that about the man wife, if that's his opinion, bro, and honestly, how I feel about it is, yeah, these white women fetishize over LeBron. He's a big black man, like they fetishize over him. You feel me? It's his wife. You feel me? Of course, they there every day, like. Yeah. Nigga, like, your wife not gonna be just like gawking over you, like, you feel me? We're partnership, you feel me? These bitches is fans.
I can understand that. Yeah,
so like, you feel me? So but as far as what you said about him not fucking with Kevin Gates, like those ladies said, Kevin Gates getting popping in that motherfucker. Yeah. Boy, nigga, he would never do that to Kevin Gates. He'd never do that to because Kevin Gates, you feel me? He a rapper, you feel me? He not connected to nothing, you feel me? Nigga, he would probably sock LeBron up in there. Yeah. You feel me? He'd probably beat up LeBron up in there, you feel me? And plus, we already know what Kevin Gates about, nigga. That nigga don't give a fuck, bro. He's said numerous of times he will kill somebody and go to jail happily. Like, he said that so many times. So, Brian knew what the fuck it was, nigga. He about to pull up on Kevin Gates, nigga. Get your ass straight, nigga, slapped up.
Yeah, nah, facts. I sent a post to Stacks where I came across it and somebody kind of explained it very well. I was like, you got to keep the same energy. If you're gonna do that to, now you look like a sucker. Stephen A. And bro is even more indirect sight on court side.
How I feel about that is
he was directly.
It's two different situations though.
No, it's not. I feel about it is like how Charlemagne asked Birdman, "How you gonna pull up on me? I'm just a radio house. Why you ain't pull up on them niggas? I'm pulling up on you, nigga. Yeah, bro, you seem weak for doing that.
I think Stacks explained it pretty well.
Well, I'm confused though because Stephen A. is $100 million man that has a daily show every day. And his opinion holds weight, right? And regardless of how we feel of his opinions, LeBron felt some type of way because he thought that he was questioning him as a parent, right? So I didn't see Kevin Gates questioning LeBron as a husband. He was more so making a comment.
Questioning his wife.
He was making a comment on the way that she looks at him, not even like insinuating that she don't fuck with him or that she's even cheating on him or nothing like that. No. It was just the fact that all she's respectful. Not gawking on him. Yeah. So
no,
hold on. You heard what you just said? It was all respectful. So what? It's to me. It's
it was two different situations. Wait.
You know what I'm saying? And also at the end of that whole thing,
it was what LeBron said though. It was what LeBron said.
You know what I'm saying?
That's where the energy came from. LeBron responded because LeBron didn't have to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? But he did respond. So he didn't respond. He responded completely different from how he responded to
because it's a completely different situation.
I think you saying he wasn't questioning LeBron as a husband. He was questioning Savannah as a. I wouldn't want because he said I wouldn't want to switch places with him because it seemed like she don't fuck with him like that. That's basically what he was saying.
Is that basically what he said?
Yes,
what did he say?
That's what he said. Because look at the video.
I'm going based off of what you said
Go
earlier.
Look at the video.
I think that's why LeBron replied though.
She's not gawking over him.
No, but he said
and just looks at him like a regular nigga that she's been with for 25 years.
That was the example that he used. He was like, I wouldn't want to switch with LeBron because I don't feel like his woman idolizes him or treats him or fucks with him the way that she should. That's what real quick,
I honestly think this wouldn't even be a situation if LeBron didn't post on Instagram. Nobody would be talking about it. It's only because he posted about it. Because like I said, even when Santana said, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. Yeah.
It's a quote.
Yeah.
Quote. I understand. Maybe he should
took time out. He took time out to respond.
It was just a
you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
It was
Okay,
just a subtle
so if
little
LeBron
jab,
doesn't
bro.
respond,
Two different situations.
and then Kevin Gates pull up to the game, and then
not a big deal.
and Brian doesn't talk to him,
It's
I
not
don't
that
care.
big of a
Yeah,
deal.
it's
The
not
fact
that
that
big.
he responded, and then the niggas pulled up, that's like,
That's
nigga.
a difference.
that's a
Kevin
That's
Gates been
marking-
to a Lakers
that's
game all
marking you
year.
out.
He
Yeah.
pulls up to a playoff game, nigga. Where
Right
the seats
after that,
is
though.
extra expensive,
Yeah.
nigga. Like you,
He right in the middle.
It's still
That's
two different
marking you
levels.
out,
That
bro.
nigga pulling up.
Yeah.
Still
That's
two different levels to me. It's still
Yeah,
two different levels.
I think it's the same.
Questioning somebody's
Thank you.
parenting
I
and
think it's the
questioning
same.
somebody as two different things to me. It's two different things.
Questioning parenting and questioning your wife.
And then
That's-
also at the end of the day,
That's hand in hand,
it's
sir.
Kevin Gates.
That's my thing is.
I
agree
feel
with you on that.
I feel
It's
like
Kevin Gates.
we can't disregard that point too. Like that's also adds to my point too. It's Kevin Gates. What weight does he hold?
It all
None.
depends on who you ask.
None.
I'm saying it's Kevin Gates.
We're not saying that. We're saying
I'm not saying y'all
No,
saying
no,
that.
no.
I'm not saying y'all saying that.
I
I'm just
think
making my point. That's all I'm
the
saying.
difference is as with you when you say it's Kevin Gates, we say it's Kevin Gates because Kevin Gates is known for other type of activities. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
And that's
So
cool.
it's like you're not about to walk up and disrespect
that's
Kevin
why
Gates.
I said it depends
You know
on
what
who
I'm
you
saying?
ask because there's a reason Kevin Gates is still relevant. There's people that fuck with him.
I'm not
I'm
trying to
just
take
saying,
nothing
bro.
away from bro. We're talking about LeBron James, right? We're talking about LeBron
We understand
James,
that.
arguably the GOAT.
Yeah.
That's who I'm comparing him to. I'm not talking about it's Kevin Gates in comparison to. I'm talking about LeBron James,
Well,
bro.
see,
It's
the
only-
GOAT should have never replied.
That's
That's
LeBron
where you lost
James,
that.
It's only Kevin
but
Gates.
but
He holds
also,
no weight,
you
bro.
also compared
So I
Kevin
replied.
Gates. You hold on.
It's a subtle jab.
You-
I understand.
don't
I agree.
reply.
Don't reply. But
You compared
but
Kevin
a
Gates
subtle
to
little-
Stephen
a
A.
subtle little thing to something that you said was respectful. That you acknowledged it was respectful. Whatever. He just subtle little jab back, and that's all,
But that
bro.
goes back. But that goes back to what
it
you said
wasn't-
about
look,
Stephen A.
shit-
Bro.
What?
That goes because you said it. You was like you compared earlier. You compared. You was like Stephen A. got this $100 million platform, got this show, and Kevin Gates is here. But at the same time, Stephen A. said I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I'm reporting how I feel about the basketball. If anything, I felt like what Kevin Gates said was Kevin Gates had no reason to speak on that man's marriage.
Right.
Stephen A. has a reason to speak on how Bronny is playing and why he thinks that way. So that's completely different.
I'm not arguing that. I'm arguing that LeBron felt some type of way about what Stephen A. had to say, and he thought he took it how he took it. I'm not arguing if Stephen A. meant anything or not. I'm just arguing
That's
he
true, Yellow.
he felt some type of way, and that's how he went about it, right? He took it the way that we took it, that it wasn't that big of a deal, right? So it just seemed like he heard it. Maybe possibly it wasn't that big of a deal. Little subtle jab back, little post, and we moving on. You know what I'm saying? But to me, like I said, it's not even close to me.
So you think what Stephen A. said was disrespectful? I'm
Bruh,
just asking.
no,
I'm just asking
no.
you. I'm just asking.
First of all, no, but I also said that I'm not arguing that. That's not the argument. It's the fact that LeBron felt some type of way about however he felt from his perception. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, right? But what I'm saying is with the Savannah thing, he said one little thing about what she said. We acknowledged that it wasn't that big of a deal, that it was respectful, because that's the words you used earlier that I'm remembering. You know what I'm saying? And it was that big of a deal. He just acknowledged it, subtle little jab
So that
back.
means he felt some kind of way about it.
He may have felt some type of way about
Yeah,
that.
he clearly
but at the
did.
same
Yeah.
time, it's not that big of a deal because of who it is. And at the end of the day, it wasn't overly disrespectful, which is what we acknowledged earlier. So that's what I'm saying. To me, it's not even close.
But that's why we agree on keep the same energy. Because how I feel is what Stephen A. said was not disrespectful. He even said he wasn't trying to be disrespectful. Kevin Gates, what he said, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. So it's the same. So obviously you felt some kind of way off both these people saying something about your family.
But there's levels.
Why didn't you have that same energy that you have for Stephen A. that you have for Kevin Gates?
Because there's
that
levels.
make you look scary.
Because there's levels.
me,
That make
I
you
agree
look
with that.
scary, bro. It's no
I agree.
That make you look like a mark.
Yeah.
There's levels, bro. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I'm not sitting here saying I even agree. I'm the one that said that he should have approached him later on and talked to him off the court. And I'm the one that said he been seen him, you know what I'm saying, before the game, halftime, and he could have talked to him after the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm on that side, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bro, there's levels to this, bro. There's levels to who the the fuck Stephen A is and Kevin Gates is to LeBron, and it's levels to what the fuck they was even talking about, bro. Like Stephen A shit, I'm not leaning no type of way, whatever. But as he was talking about this shit, he was playing lowlights in the background of Bronny. You know what I'm saying? And LeBron supposedly felt some type of way about that too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just other little. I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? But bro, to me, it's levels, bro.
I'll say this:
me,
the only reason I agree with Stacks is because of the post, and if you gonna say something, and then that person pulls up, you don't say anything else. That might, to me, it might make you seem a little weak. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't.
What weight does Kevin Gates hold as far as like if anybody's gonna feel some type of way? Stephen A.
I would never reply.
Stephen A.
Why would you
single day?
Jose, you hit on the head.
Listen to Stephen A. every single day and take what he says as gospel. You know what I'm saying? So if this nigga got you questioning Bronny,
I like what you said.
You gonna start questioning Bronny.
I like what you said in the beginning.
Influence in sports media.
It's LeBron James. You should have never even addressed that. Like I said, that's small. That's even addressed. Like you said, that like if a real.
You're not gonna address it. That's why I feel that way.
So you're comparing him to a beetle. And what do you do when you see bugs? You start typically people. Well,
I don't even want to. So I'm not trying to. That's not the analogy I was going for. But I'm saying he's not in the realm of a conversation when it comes to LeBron. So like, I felt like LeBron was better off just not saying nothing.
And that's cool. Yeah. But the subtle little jab, that's. To me,
that means not that big of a deal. But it definitely means that you were bothered. You were bothered enough to do this,
or that means I posted
a quote,
or that means I got
a graphic design,
or that means I heard you. I don't know, bro. Like
that's a little much.
Like that just means to me I heard you.
Post something about that,
and you just
so if we just make it at the simplest form, we use us for example. You know what I'm saying? Somebody say something crazy to me. You know what I'm saying about my chick. And I do the same thing LeBron say, like, nigga, what? All right, basically, and then I see this
up on you.
I gotta see this nigga.
Thank you. I don't care.
Simple as that. That's as simple. That is as simple as that. If I felt that it was, if I felt like it was disrespectful, man, it don't matter what level you're on. I don't know, Jose.
This shit is way deeper, bro.
Nigga, you gotta see me, nigga.
It's a problem.
This shit is way deeper than what y'all even saying right now, bro.
No, bro went out of his way to be in my presence because we're not gonna run into each other. We never ran into each other. Actually,
pulled up on you.
Nah, he gonna have to see me, bro.
But that's like you said.
He dropped a bag. He dropped a bag to come see you.
Like you said,
he outbid somebody for them.
That would be the equivalent of him pulling up to one of your kids' practices.
Yeah.
That bro, nigga, what? Oh, you about to catch this fade, homie?
Yeah, nah.
I'm down at you for a minute.
Nah, bro. Brian Wild for replying to that. You should have never replied to that, bro. That's too funny. I was dying laughing. Peasants is wild. That means because if that's a peasant, we must be we dirt. Kevin Gates balling. Kevin Gates got bread.
Big cheese.
Damn, LeBron, not peasant. Jesus Christ.
Y'all not even
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
That nigga, bro.
Jesus Christ.
That nigga, not even keeping the whole picture.
Oh my God. It's hilarious though, Jose. It's too funny.
But y'all gotta be willing to even listen to even with the whole shit. That's
oh man. I mean, like I said, we taking it in.
It's even deeper than the whole white thing.
Oh, you know man. That's funny, bro.
That's what's crazy. It's really about this nigga LeBron, this nigga Bronny. You know what I'm saying? It's about this nigga's a kid, bro. You know what I'm saying? This nigga whole mental is already questioning himself. Everybody questioning him if he even deserved to be in the fucking league. And you got the biggest person in sports media catting off in LeBron's mind, playing lowlights in the background at the same time, so you can influence everybody to think a certain type of way about this nigga, bro.
What did Drake just do? Drake just snitched this man out to his wife, so he already. Hold on, bro. It's definitely way. Oh, it's more layers. It's more layers. He just got snitched out for sleeping with other women. So he got
even A did not help. Hold on,
I'm saying it's funny, but niggas don't even know the whole story.
Speaking on the point of what you just said, playing the low lights.
Niggas don't even know Bronny's story. LeBron, everything. It's way deeper than what y'all even saying, bro. She's an adult.
Getting accused.
She's an adult, bro.
Drake stitches niggas out.
Stephen A. did not need to get people to be influenced that way because LeBron, we said this in the beginning. LeBron made that
the two mans, Mike.
My son is better than half the people in this.
Not the two mans.
That put the spotlight on him. So if he underperforms.
Pick and roll.
It would be different if LeBron never said that. I guarantee it.
I'm not.
My God!
I'm not sitting here questioning. Like I said again, I'm not questioning if I agree with what he did or not. Right? He was literally defending his son because of the reasons that I just mentioned just now. Because everybody's already questioning the shit, regardless if LeBron put the pressure, put the son. All that, right? Regardless, I'm not questioning that. I'm talking about the fact that exists now. You know what I'm saying? And his kid being a kid and also being a human being with emotions and, you know what I'm saying? Just being in his head.
His wife is not a human with emotions?
She's an adult. I just said that while y'all was screaming and laughing and hollering and shit. I'm saying she's an adult. You know what I'm saying? But she's an adult. This nigga's a fucking kid. And he may already have questions in his fucking head. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, bro.
Savannah already got LeBron in the stew with hot water, nigga. Like, you feel me? This nigga already cooking. Kevin Gates over here making shit hot. This nigga like, bro, shut up.
And that's my whole point. So if anything, that's another reason why he had to say something. Yeah, you have to protect it. You have to, bro.
Thank you. Somebody hears what I'm saying. That's all. As long as somebody hears what I'm saying, it's all good.
He's not a kid. He's an adult that's in the NBA.
Because I'm talking, everybody's laughing, telling jokes, but at least you didn't hear what I'm saying. Somebody hear what I'm saying. Chat.
LeBron was supposed to walk up and check this nigga like, hey,
for what?
This my wife.
For
you
what?
Talking about, all right?
Keep my wife name
out your motherfucking. Come on, baby. Come on, man. Between you, all these rappers coming at my wife, man. Drake now, Kevin Gates. Damn, nigga, I can't breathe.
It makes zero sense.
Oh my God, bro.
Watching now, if another rap artist that's not like as hood or like as gangsta as Kevin Gates say something and LeBron checks him, that nigga's a mark, nigga.
Put it like
He's a mark.
No.
If he run up on Lil Tecca, LeBron's a mark.
That
nigga's a mark.
At least chat. We got some smart people in the chat.
LeBron is going to be on the watch list now. You know what I'm saying?
That man was running 2 mans with Drake. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Drake is crazy.
That's a lie. Every
LeBron.
picture, every video clip I done seen of Michelle looking at Barack, it's like they just met for the first time all over again.
That's cap. That's what I'm saying. That's cap.
Show me one where she got a menacing grin with Obama.
That's cap.
Show me one.
Why would you be with?
Show me one.
It's not real to be with somebody for over 2 decades and to look at them with them eyes. It's impossible.
Why is not? How is it possible?
That's not real, bro.
How is it possible?
It's not real. It's not real, bro.
Jada had Will looking stupid as fuck.
I'm telling you, it's not.
That's true.
It's not real,
I know
bro.
Tons of couples that do it,
bro. They might put on for the public, but bro, it's real people with real emotions and real feelings, bro. And people feel some type of way when you with somebody for long enough, bro. They're gonna get on your fucking nerves. They're gonna do whatever, and it's not 100%. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is y'all got the same fucking goal. Y'all want to be with each other, and y'all want to make it work. But it's not perfect, bro. You're not supposed to be looking at nobody with them eyes the whole time. The only reason why these females is looking at them with them eyes is because they want his fucking money, bro. You know what I'm saying? They want him to slip up, bro. That's the only reason why, bro. Somebody said it in that shit. Yellow said that earlier, bro.
So that means when we out in public, I better not ever see you.
I disagree too, man. I don't know. I think LeBron cat it off.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
What?
Because that means you putting on. That means you putting on for the public.
You going completely black and white. You going completely one way or the other. You're not even
Stacks
listening.
turned up.
That's the same thing.
Yeah, but
that's the same thing. That's not.
I ain't gonna lie.
It's not the same
I'm Team Stacks today.
It's not the same
bad. I'm Team Stacks, man.
I just explained it. You want to go.
That's how you know you wild.
I'm not saying that you're not going to sit there and look at them at all. But I'm saying you're not giving that person the gawky eyes.
Why not?
Oh man.
When you're with somebody for that long, wrong, bro. You're not gonna, bro. It's impossible, bro.
How is it impossible?
I just explained it to you. We're not even listening. Y'all niggas ain't even listening the whole time, bro. I've been telling you this whole shit.
It's not impossible.
I just explained why it's impossible, bro. Y'all not even listening.
I seen my great grandparents and I seen my grandparents look at each other.
Jose said, I mean, Stack got examples, man.
Were you
on
with
the
them
daily
24/7? You was with them?
I lived with them. Yes,
I'm asking you 24/7, bro.
I grew up with. Yes, I lived there.
I'm talking about literally 24/7, bro.
Add more time.
24/7 right now. I'm
But what
asking
you're
you.
saying is, when they do it out in public,
Oh
that
my
means
God,
they put it
bro.
on the front.
No, bro.
That's what you said.
No,
You said
bro.
that. Those words came out your mouth.
I did not say that.
What you say?
Yeah, you wildin'.
You said if they do that out in the public, they
Rewind
probably putting it on the front for people. Them
Oh,
was your exact
my
words.
Yeah, just cutting
What
up.
I'm saying. Clearly, I think I might have explained it enough because I feel like
Hey
they hear what I'm
man,
saying, bro.
hey man, agree to disagree,
Niggas ain't
guys.
listening, it is what it is. You know what I'm
Agree
saying?
to- agree to disagree.
I'm saying this shit.
Stacks, you held it down tonight, bro. I completely
It-
agree with
it
you,
makes
man.
zero
I ain't
sense
gonna
that
lie,
when niggas is
cuz.
talking, everybody's just laughing, talking over niggas, and then you asking me questions later on and
heard
telling
what
me
you
to
said.
explain something, but I've
I
already
heard
done
it.
it.
I spoke on what you said.
It just didn't. It don't
Hey.
make sense. It don't make sense.
They were laughing. I spoke on what you said.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like
I heard your points and repeated them back to
but
you.
you asking me why is something the way it is?
No,
I
not
just
punching
said- I
Kevin
just said
Gates.
it.
You know, just walking
I
over,
just
giving
said
him a
it.
little conversation.
telling
You
you
know
how
what I'm
it's not
saying?
impossible.
So how could you have been listening if you want me to explain something I had already explained?
God, man.
I was rebuttaling and telling you how it's not impossible.
What's
And I
that-
said it
what's
is,
that
you
sign
said
say
how,
over
and
there,
I just
Al?
explain how it's
It's
I
not
just
impossible.
did.
Everybody love everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, y'all. Hey, man, that was a good debate, man. Like I said, it's gonna be many personalities come in and chime in on this topic. Like I said, it was viral this week. It's crazy. It's the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Gates is hilarious for what he's doing. Yeah, man. I think the best thing LeBron could have did was not post that, but at the same time, he posted
That
it.
makes sense.
So I don't know. It is what it is, man. Playoff predictions. Why we on the topic of playoffs?
I still got Warriors. In 6.
Warriors in 6.
I still got Warriors in 6.
How y'all feel about the Lakers? The Lakers won their game.
I think that's gonna go to. That might be a 5.
Warriors series over, bro.
You think it's over for the Warriors
Over, bro. It's bad.
because of?
Because of Jimmy Butler, bro. It's over. Unless he come back and do something miraculous. If he come back, he gonna force his way back. And he not gonna be 100% healthy. It's bad.
But didn't
bro.
Curry come back after his? And Curry had a worse tailbone.
But Curry still. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, fuck. Curry's fucking 140 with a wet t-shirt probably. So maybe it's different. It's the impact maybe. But I don't know, bro. I just think if he don't come back, it's bad.
I'm
bro.
not
But even if
disagreeing with you on
even
that.
if he does come back and he's not all the way healthy, I still I don't know, bro. Like it's just after he left, it just seemed like they was already getting blasted. I don't know, bro. I don't see it. I didn't see it anyways, but you know that was before game 1, and then now I'm like, oh, it's bad, bro. I don't know.
I think we still looking good. We won the game 1. Feel me? Stole home court advantage. All we gotta do is win all our home games. You feel me? So
Yeah, I think it depends on Jimmy Butler though.
yeah,
Yeah, he might miss the next game, but come back the game after that.
It definitely
We'll see.
depends on Jimmy Butler, but also Pods was sick. He was fucking up.
Yep. Kaminga looked good.
Yeah, at home, you know, it's different at home.
You think Kuminga look good?
No, it's not that. It's
The
just
role
funny what
players.
they trying to do with Kuminga, and they trying to like. It's like now they have to play him now. You know what I'm saying? But it's like
I'm wondering
they had
what
him
was
on the
going
shelf.
on. I heard it was some chemistry shit going on in
Contract.
the locker room.
His contract. So I think he wanted 35 and they offered him 30. And he was like, nah, it's bad. And they was just like, all right, fuck it then. And then all of a sudden
I keep hearing about KC.
Rumors came up about him getting traded before the trade deadline. They didn't trade him. And then right after that, they just stashed him on the bench. He barely be playing, you know what I'm saying? And it seemed like they said that it was almost like they was trying to sabotage him as far as like not like almost like he not gonna be there, but they don't want to like really display him and kind of showcase him to the other teams. So it's almost like he gonna end up getting a deal that he didn't want anyway.
This is last year.
I believe in the off
That's right.
season. Yeah, off season leading up to the trade deadline. That's what they were saying.
Hit that like button for us, y'all. We had good debates tonight.
So that's why like it was funny because when I saw that he went down and then Kaminga started getting on the minutes, I'm like, oh, okay, so they're gonna have to play him now. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I don't know, bro. I don't think that's gonna be enough, bro. But
all right, we'll see.
Know. And then that Lakers shit is, man, that shit is, I don't know. Shit was back and forth. I think the series to watch right now is the Clippers and Nuggets.
Yes,
that shit is.
Them games is crazy.
Back and forth, bro. That shit is crazy, bro.
I think that has the potential of actually going 7.
Yep, I think so. You know, and then fucking with the Bucks.
With the Pacers, that shit's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
So they 2-0 now?
Yeah, and Dame doing all that talking, bro. He wilding out, bro. I don't know. Like, to me, it's one of the things, like, I'm kind of with Siakam on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with Dame. You know, I get it. But it's just to the point to where even in game 1, he's sitting there talking shit. And he's like, bro, why are you're not even playing? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right. Then you come back. Like, the energy he was giving off was like, all right, I'm gonna see you. All right, game 2 come up, and it's kind of like you think it's gonna be the continuation of that. Hell no, you know what I'm saying. And then that's why I told you as far as with the shit with Giannis. You know what I'm saying? Because they was talking about this on Gil's Arena. It was almost like I got Bobby Portis back, I got Dame back, and we still lost. And then it was he had that, like, Giannis kind of had that energy, and he pretty much, that's when he said, like, I know what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. He might end up going for like fucking 50 in this next game. But, you know, but then that's another point they said you can win that next game, but you can't be winning by no 2 points, 4 points. Like, you got to kind of make a statement like the Lakers did with game 2. You know what I'm saying? As far as, you know, but.
Y'all want to do your conference finals predictions or and actual finals prediction?
Probably should wait for that.
We gotta wait. Yeah, we had predictions last week, but we probably should wait because that Nuggets Clippers series is
gonna be crazy.
That shit is.
So next week.
Yeah, maybe we can have better view on it next week.
All right.
That series is nasty.
The East is pretty much it's obvious who's gonna be the next matchups in the East because Miami is getting cooked by Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Pacers and the Bucks, if the Bucks lose one more, it's over with.
Yeah, they done.
You know what I mean? Boston is cleaning up whatchamacallit.
Orlando.
They cleaning up Orlando. Paul Blanchero been balling, but he needs some help. You need more than just one other. You need another person to.
What's the name been getting it into? Franz Wagner.
A little,
but they ain't really be like.
And they mind you, Boston won with no Tatum.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
That was a statement right there. Like, come on now, like, so that's why I'm saying it's pretty much easy to kind of see Boston is probably gonna make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. It's just gonna be, is it gonna be against Cleveland, or is it gonna be against?
Well, hold on now. We got that Detroit Knicks series. We got that one going.
That's kind of cool, but it seems like the Knicks is kind of rising above Detroit.
Wait, what's that? Didn't they?
Detroit won the last.
Yeah, Detroit won. Yeah, that's
one of them, right?
That's one of them ones too. That's one of them ones too, bro. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? And they, cause that.
K Cunningham balling.
Yeah, that first game, and nigga was catting. He was struggling. First game, second game, he was getting it in. Man, he was catting off. He barely had like 21 points, bro. He fucking had like 8 points at halftime, something like that. He was catting.
You got a question, Jose?
Come
on, man. You're supposed to have one.
You know what I'm saying? I thought we was doing cinema versus.
Nah, man. I saved the spot for you from last week. You said we gonna cross over. You said next week you was coming with the
Run
heat.
The tape.
Run it.
All right. Nope.
I can come in with something if you ain't.
You might have to. I don't want to come.
All right. Well, it's a real quick cinema versus. Then I'll throw some movies out there.
Another Lil Wayne question.
So, oh man, that's not simple, Jose. That is a damn. We don't got enough time. I don't think we got enough time. Can we cover that?
Bro, hold on, bro. Come on. No, fuck that, bro. We got to, bro.
All right.
Miley Cyrus.
Context.
No.
Let everybody know what's going on right now.
So, Lil Wayne announces
Carter 6,
coming out June 6th, 6/6/25 or whatever, right? Me and Bryce be feeling some type of way because we know, we don't know how this rollout gonna be, and we don't know what the fuck it's gonna sound like. If it's gonna come out on time, whatever, right? So it's whatever. So when the Carter 5 came out, I ordered the little cassette tape, you know what I'm saying, and I got the email, so I get random emails from that order or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. So I got that email that had a timer on it that was counting down to June 6th that I sent you. I'm just like, okay, so all right, you know what I mean? And then we still kind of like side-eyeing it, like, is this shit really coming? You know what I'm saying? And then recently, they just dropped a track, not the track list, but
the features list
that are supposed to. Oh, they also dropped the album cover. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's another kid with the tattoo. You know what I'm saying? Kid Weezy. But the features had me just rolling my eyes.
Yeah, I'm not ready for this, bro. The features that Lil Wayne. Come on, Jose, you got it?
Hold on, I'm coming.
He on this Playboy Cardi?
Not even. Playboy Cardi had way better features on his last album. What? Jose, come on, bro. I'm about to
where this shit went.
So
I got it right here. Check
right.
this out. Billie Eilish,
Mm-hmm.
Wyclef, Andrea Bocelli,
I don't know who that is.
Miley Cyrus,
Elephant Man,
Machine Gun Kelly,
this nigga all over the place.
Cameron Carter,
his son,
Bono from U2.
Don't even say it.
Bono.
Don't even say the next one because we don't even know. We don't know.
All right, so
it's not confirmed.
No, it was one person that's not that they say it has been that will not make the final cut, and that person is Kanye West.
Yeah, and then also Weezy is a producer on there. I think, too.
Weezy.
But I guess what happened was it was a magazine. He did an interview with somebody. They listened to the album or what was supposed to be the album, and that's just the people that he heard.
About Wayne being trash. That's outlandish.
and
blasphemy.
I guess, like, for example, the Wyclef song, like the Wyclef shit, I guess he worked with Wyclef, and it was like one of them studio moments where I guess they working on a song, he got another idea to start working on another song, so it sounded like they did a couple songs, and one of the songs he was sampling this lady, Andrea Bocelli or whatever, and I guess he like contacted her about sampling her, and she heard the song and I guess listened to what Wayne was talking about or something, and she like requested, instead of sampling me, can I just perform on there? So that's why you see that random name on there, you know what I'm saying, or it'll be a sample. But like, and then I also heard that the Cameron Carter shit was him as a toddler, so it might be like a small like clip or something or whatever. Wait, right?
Who is the Bocelli lady though?
This I don't know. I gotta look her up, but yeah, somebody that Wyclef was sampling, and she was just kind of like, I guess when he was trying to get it cleared, she was just like, oh shit, can I just get on the song with you or whatever? But yeah, it's just, I guess overall when you see these features, it's just, it don't really get you excited, you know.
And he hasn't dropped not one single.
He hasn't dropped a single, and the album comes out in a month. Less than a year. Yeah. So my whole thing is like, you don't even got nothing for us to kind of get excited about, for us to even like for something to grow on us, you know what I'm saying, or even to get public perception and be like, oh, that's alright, and then maybe prepare a second one. You know what I'm saying? You kind of, and also he's doing like a one night only on release date in Madison Square Garden. So I'm like, bro, you kind of setting this up to be, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
I guess like we said in the messages, I'm extremely upset about these features, bro. Like, first of all, it's so many of them, bro. And like, if you gonna have these type of features, I'd rather you not have any at all and just do your thing. You know what I mean? But not having a Future, a 2 Chainz,
my nigga got
NLE, not even the MB, not a Lil Baby, not a Da Baby, not nobody. Fucking
somebody is just as lyrical, like, come on, bro.
Anybody, you know what I'm saying? And I talked to Jose about this earlier, and I think I spoke to Yin about it. This make the Drake situation seem a little bit more fishy too. Like, I feel like Drake has surpassed what Wayne has become. He's able to move on with the culture, the generations, to extend to all these younger cats. It don't matter. Drake is him right now. You know what I mean? And
because he didn't crash out on all the drugs and shit.
Well, I'm not even saying that. It's just that he's able to grow with the culture. You know what I'm saying? I don't equate that to drugs. There's niggas that do drugs that's still out here making great music.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Go from the point that we made a while ago, as far as like Drake can be a culture vulture, but that's just a negative term for a student of the game like that, because he's a student of the game technically, so he kind of rolling with.
He
the
know how to
times
move.
And
it is
like
what it
that.
is.
I mean, you can call it what you want, but he's adapting. You know what I'm saying? Like Wayne just hasn't adapted, and the whole I don't listen to nothing. I don't be on nothing else but my shit. That shit getting old to me because
it's starting to get played out. It's starting to look kind of fucked up now.
And it kind of starting to show too, because like bro, your music ain't changing.
It's staying stagnant.
He thinks it's almost like he thinks he needs to have a certain sound with the singing auto-tune, or have these certain these people on here that, you know what I mean? Because he's like, the focus is on the money and the streams and shit, and it's like you think you getting, you know what I'm saying, fucking Miley Cyrus, and I don't know, bro. To me, it don't make sense.
I feel like he's trying to,
but it don't make sense.
Make the Drake jump, but not the right way, because he's trying to, because Drake can touch all type of audiences. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? He out here, but modernly though, not the old white people, the new young, like everybody's getting touched by this. And I feel like Wayne is trying to jump the gun with these type of features and try to hop on that train so he can get these shows, or these, maybe a Coachella performance or something like that, or get recognized or whatever, and you know, get brought on to do certain type of performances, or get called out because, oh, you got the song with this so and so, or this is the newest pop song. But it don't scream hip hop, and it don't scream authenticity. And I now, like I said, the conversation with Drake and Wayne, I think Wayne might need some help from Drake, and I think Drake don't need Wayne no more. And so I think they both playing on that. But Drake, I feel like Wayne is in his head to the point where I'm not about to reach out. It's bad. Either you ask to be on my shit, or it's not happening. You know what I'm saying? You can get on it, but you gotta ask me. I'm not asking you. But, and that's the energy I'm getting.
And I think it's us as fans, and like even as peers, like, you know, the best rapper alive shit, that's cool. But after a while, once everybody calls you the GOAT and everything you drop is gold, you know what I'm saying? It's like, how can you, like, it's like, yeah, I know I'm the shit. I know I got this shit, and it's like people gonna just respect it because of who you are, right? And maybe try to like find the twinkle in the dark, you know what I'm saying? And maybe try to find some, or at least you said this bar, at least you said that bar, but overall that shit weak, like Cat Food, right? Cat Food trash, right? And it's dropped it as a single, album coming at some point, and all of a sudden the album's not coming out no more, right? So it's like you gotta take a different approach, but it's like,
oh, that's a good question. Are all those features all the songs, or are those just the features? Is there going to be more songs? Is it possible that Catfish can be on this album? Because that's just
Cat Food?
Yeah, Cat Food. Because these are just features lists, you know what I'm saying? That's not the names of the song.
No.
So it's possible that...
No, see, that's like... I think that's what me and you was texting about. Like for example, the Wyclef thing. Like, Wyclef was sampling Andrea. So if Wyclef does that one song that's on an album, that takes up two of the features right there. So like, and even like the Cameron Carter shit, like it could be like a small clip of the top. So like, even with them saying this shit, it could sound like the Black Mirror shit we said, but the way that everything is spread out, it didn't seem as like ridiculous as having all them people on there. So that's why I was giving like that benefit of a doubt. It could be that, you know what I'm saying? Like he could have 20 songs on there, and two of these people could be on the same track, and stuff like that, and maybe
fingers
it could
crossed
be for a bridge or something like that, or you know, whatever. But like, I'm gonna just say, like, Machine Gun Kelly doesn't excite me. You know, Diddy, you know what I'm saying? That shit doesn't get me.
Miley Cyrus. I fuck with Billie Eilish, but not on the fucking Carter 6.
But I think the only thing with Miley and Billie is like, I think with Billie Eilish, it's like, I feel like it's, to me, it's giving template. Give me the beat. I'm gonna record these hooks and I'm gonna shop around this track, this reference track. Oh, Wayne getting on it. Okay, cool, let's do it. The Miley Cyrus thing is giving 2017, she probably recorded some shit with him or for him, and he probably been sitting on it, or maybe it was.
Oh my god!
You see what I'm saying? And because even
hate
like
that shit,
even like Mona Lisa, like as much as we talk about like it's a cool song, like that shit was recorded like 10 years
MGK
before that
is
shit
crazy,
even came out, bro.
MGK is
like
crazy.
Shit like that. You can, and I think with that shit getting old, like. We gotta blame Mac Main, you know what I'm saying? Because he's sitting there talking about I record 100 songs a night, all this shit, and Mac Main just picked the songs to go to the album, and he said it so like nonchalant, like.
And
it's just
Wayne
whatever.
and Mac gotta get blamed because first of all, you, like I said, you
go
not
to the studio and record with intentions on this shit, bro. Like, don't sit there and just throw anything. I'm about to just record this shit, and you pick, Mac. You pick. Go ahead, just pick. Like, what the the fuck? No, bro.
I tell you, I know all about this fashion shit, bro. These niggas ain't gonna never top me, and I can walk in with something crazy like, nigga, what? Niggas not wearing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, not to be no offense. I mean, you put it on, but niggas don't put that on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but in your mind, you killing it. You walking around peacocking. You got the.
It's like that movie I'm Gonna Get You Sucker when he had the goldfish in his shoes.
Yeah, you walking down the. You leave the court, walking down the.
We had a pilot like that at one time.
Don't make it. It's not calling anybody out right now.
I wasn't gonna say it. I wasn't gonna say it.
All right.
Nigga wearing baggy jabos.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's giving the energy. It was like I said, we talked about it before. The too cool for school. Like, I'm always gonna be the coolest kid here. I don't have to look at anybody else. You know what I'm saying, or acknowledge anybody else. But you not knowing that everybody else then graduated and you still at school.
I got one.
You know what I'm saying?
I got one. It's something as subtle as beat selection, for example, where like you get with the times, see with the times, but you can still like ride in your own lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could even say like Jay-Z, for example, right? Like, Jay-Z can drop at any time, and it seemed like it'll still pop and it'll still be relevant for that time. But the difference is the sound, right? So it's like when you dropping these beats, when you dropping these songs with these beats, like with the laser sounds in them, like the cat food shit, or like the little ping, 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 like that shit. It's like that shit was, bro. You was doing that shit in like 15, you know what I'm saying, 14, shit like that, or whatever you was doing. It's like after a while, it's like, hey,
He been experimenting for.
But that's why I was talking about like him getting on like Rick Ross picking out his beats and shit. Like, what I'm saying is that literally like something as small as your beat selection can be just.
Yeah, it can change everything.
Crazy difference, bro. Yeah. Crazy difference.
And that's why we had the conversation about what producer could possibly. What if one producer did the whole album? And we had a great conversation. Yeah, we had that. That was a great conversation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But for him to get that means he would have to be recording songs with the intentions of this about to go on this album, right? And he don't do that. So I think that's the fucked up part. Like, he would have to sit there and lock in with a fucking producer for some time and be like, all right, all these beats you giving me is going.
I'm gonna have to agree with Yin on that one. He said he don't think the Wayne album is not about to be better than the last Ye album. I can for sure. I'm very, very. I'm close.
That's what we're expecting.
Yeah.
Like, see, I think that's the thing too. Like, we Wayne fanatics. But we're also realistic. Like, we've been Wayne fans for all these years, and we know that shit ain't quality. We know that shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the expectations are low, unfortunately, too. But it's like, it's always nice to speculate. Maybe he might get the one that we've been waiting on. You know what I'm saying?
He's still like, he'll give you a feature every now and then.
He been on the feature run,
and it's like, damn, bro, Wayne still got it. And then you hear like one of his songs that he made is like, damn, bro, what the fuck was that?
And I said this too. I said this was that when all these features that we didn't heard from him, he probably recorded within the last like 6 months to a year, right? We could probably agree with that, right? For the most part. But at the same time, you're dropping songs for your album that you recorded 8, 10, 11 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was about to say earlier. The Mona Lisa song that we like from Carter 5 or whatever, that song was recorded like 5 years before he even dropped it. You know what I'm saying? And then even then, if you actually stop and listen to the song, you can hear that the quality is different, like in his voice. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's almost like he upgraded his microphone at one point, and then he dropped this shit, and it was just kind of like, okay. But he had Kendrick on the song, and it was what they was talking about Mona Lisa. It was cool, like, you know what I'm saying? And you kind of like, all right, you know what I mean? But it would have been clean if we would have got it when he recorded it at that time, because it would sound crispier. But it didn't sound as crispy to me because he recorded it so long ago. That's just to me.
Do you think that was a Kendrick idea, or you think that was a Wayne idea? Because I think that was a Kendrick idea all the way.
I could see it being a Kendrick idea. Maybe even him approaching him like, hey, AOG, let's, you know what I'm saying, and maybe putting him on like we think Drake should be doing. You know what I'm saying? But
I think another thing that can kind of like started to rub me the wrong way, and I sent it to you, was when the clip resurfaced of Wayne doing some type of TED talk on the stage, and somebody in the audience was like, hey, I need that old drought Wayne back. And you was like, I like my seat down low and my window slightly cracked. Riding with a bad hoe with a girlfriend in the back. I like to get real high. He was like, who was that? She was like, that. He was like, that's me. I don't remember none of that shit. I'm like,
Bro,
I'm like,
when he was talking to the NFL nigga, and the NFL nigga was like, he was like, when you said that line,
Latex, the safe sex, better wear a latex.
Before you get that wait,
This nigga,
you better wear a latex because you don't want that latex. I think I'm latex.
Right. And he was just like,
say sex.
well, it was cool. Who's that?
Yeah, he was like, I'm like, bruh. But like, come on. At first, how do you say something like that and forget?
But I think at first, bro,
that's crazy.
It's one of them things where you say to yourself like, oh shit, he records so much, like, you know what I mean? It's cool. He forget, like, that's cool. All right. After a while, it's like, all right, bro. All right, hold on, bro. Because I'm watching all these other artists, you know what I'm saying, still exist and still be able to record their shit and properly prepare for their songs and shit like that. And then I'm going to watch him, and it's like almost like watching your boy or your cousins or family or whatever just performing. You kind of like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'm watching it, and like, I guess for me, I feel that way because I'm sitting there watching this shit, and Chanel might walk in the room and like poke a little jab and be like, what the fuck you, or why you look like, you know what I mean, whatever's going on, and I might be like, nah, you right, you know what I'm saying in my head. Like, no,
it's
right,
crazy
bro.
because if you pick the song, I don't even think that he made it seem like if you put that song on at a concert and it's playing with the lyrics, he might not be over to rap it, even though the lyrics is playing, bruh.
Oh, you know he does teleprompters. At his concerts, he all his songs, like, because
if you forget the cadence of how you rapped it though,
no, I think come on, you gotta pick up the cadence. You gotta. I would think. I mean, you would think if somebody, if there was words that you wrote over the years and you performed, and you hadn't performed them in over 10 years, I mean, you would think you could pick up the cadence if you put the words in front of your face. I would think, but I did. It did throw me off. Not throw me off, but it was kind of like, oh damn, okay, it made sense because he does have hella songs and hella bars and shit. For him to have that teleprompter, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like for you to sit there and be like, that's not, you don't know whose bars those are. Like, all right,
bro, he look like a knock, bro. Right. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Real quick before we get out of here, because I wanna get this out real quick. Me and Ryan talked about this earlier. I want to get everybody's Bay Area Mount Rushmore
rappers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Mac Dre, E40, Too Short, Keek the Sneak. And that was for sure off the top of the dome when we talked about it. It wasn't like a long time.
I mean, you gotta go E40.
Who you got? How you got E40?
E40, Mac Dre.
That's two.
Are we counting Tupac? Is he counted?
Yeah, you can.
Tupac, and then come back to me for the fourth one.
What you got, Jose?
I mean, I feel like it's not gonna be too far off.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Too Short, E40, Mac Dre, and then I mean Tupac. If we're gonna count Tupac.
Oh yeah, Too Short. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you got.
I got Mac Dre, 40, Too Short. And I'm kind of stuck, bro, because I want to low-key put Yuck Mouth up there.
Ooh, shit.
Man, I fuck with Yuck.
I fuck with Yuck.
So that's why I'm like,
that fantastic.
That might be
Messy Marv too.
See, that's what I was gonna take out Keek and put Messy, because I fucked with Messy Marv more than I would have
if I wasn't gonna have Keek.
It's that's why it's for me. And then if I throw, and then when I started thinking about Yuck Mouth, I like Messy Marv over Keek the Sneak music, but then I like Yuck Mouth's music over Messy Marv's music. So that's why I had to put Yuck up there.
I wasn't considering Tupac, but that's gonna be close up there. I mean, obviously he should be up there, but if I wasn't including Tupac,
if we not including Tupac, then yeah, Messy Marv.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay. All right.
Man, I had to run, man. I had to run listening to
Filthy too young, bro. If Filthy was, I fuck with Phil. You know, come on, man. It's a big seminary out here, but Filthy is too young.
Listening to Selsky. Shout out.
Listening to him too.
Little
B. Nah, we talked about
Little B for sure.
Maybe next time we'll do a newer generation, a younger generation Mount Rushmore. We'll bring it back again because that's a good conversation.
For sure on that one.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We probably gonna get out of here. We've been on for a minute. It's already 12.
You did.
If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. It'll help out the video. It'll do numbers in the algorithm, and of course the notification bell. We go live once a week. 9:30 on Wednesdays, between 9:30 and 10. Obviously, we'll stay on for a couple hours, as you can see. And, you know, we'll do a movie review every now and then. But I appreciate everybody for pulling up. We had Season here. We had Yin in here. We had Mike up in this thing. We had Yella in this thing. We had Sandy in here earlier. We had a Honky in here. Cheeto. We had Nails in here. You know what I'm saying? We was popping today. It was lit. It was super lit today.
Honky
you said Otis was it? Wait, not you said Cheeto. You said Cheeto. Yeah.
Honky Bros holding it down.
Yeah, Honky was hella funny. Q, oh yeah, Q had to do his homework. He'll probably come back and watch the rest of the chat. But yeah, shout out everybody that you know. Every time, yeah, shout out Santana. If you pop up in the chat, we will 9 times out of 10 definitely address you. You know what I'm saying? If you got any comment, any questions, always make sure you chime in on the chat because we talk to everybody. But yeah, appreciate everybody for pulling up. We'll probably see y'all next week, and look out for some updates because you know. We steady growing. If you got Twitch, follow us on Twitch at Real Squad with an extra D.
Hey man, you never know. We might fuck around and have a fucking special guest, man. He might be a director.
Hey, I might have to have Ryan Coogler come through. You feel me?
I wasn't gonna say no names or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you had my seat. I said,
nigga, I will sit Indian. Nah, I had this nigga sit Indian style right there.
Yeah, I don't even got a face. This nigga like, I'm trying to learn it, cuz. Teach me.
Hey.